Got Berkeley playing at Somerville, and you've got West Ashley playing at Carolina Forest.
Let's see if we can get some of these, we try to get this web page up so we can follow those games, because we are definitely wanting to know about those.
Got Berkeley playing at Somerville, and you've got West Ashley playing at Carolina Forest.
Let's see if we can get some of these, we try to get this web page up so we can follow those games, because we are definitely wanting to know about those.
Yeah, this is really what all the teams are playing for. You get to November, it's playoff football, and this is going to be a big night. And I know that this has been a collision course in the making with White Knoll's undefeated season, taking down Dutch Fork, winning the region, and now here's Fort Dorchester now on the road in a tough environment, but really poised to make a statement tonight.
I don't know if this score is already up to date or not, but apparently I don't know if this game started early second quarter. Carolina Forest already up 14-7. I don't know if they started early or not.
It is at Carolina Forest, but that's surprising it's already underway.
Unless that score. Again, we're at the mercy of other teams or other people doing those scores. Timberwolves will be kicking off to your Patriots. You got Muhammad as well as that's Snyder, and I believe that's also Johnson to receive. Kicker for White Knoll. And that is that's Jordy Aguilera. So very similar to our kicker's name as well. 12 minutes on the clock. Refs are signaling, let's get it on. Whitehop signals, waiting for play ball. And actually, he is talking about something on the Fort Dorchester sideline now. I don't know exactly what we got going on. Maybe he's telling a ref that you need to be over here instead.
And you know what? It's great to hear those artificial noisemakers in the stands on the Patriots sideline.
Absolutely. Somerville, I hope you're listening. Take some notes. Take some notes. It's not a bad thing. It's okay.
They were actually selling them on the home side for White Knoll, and we've got them on our side as well. So.
Well, as long as we don't have the train horns, we're going to be okay tonight.
It's so refreshing to see a game on natural grass, even though the turf field is so beautiful at Bagwell Stadium and Stephen Platt Field. This is awesome.
It is. It's definitely different. We're kind of spoiled now. Looking at these sidelines, I actually have to focus on the lines again. Here we are, kickoff. It's going to be a squib kick fielded by Davion Brown at his 26-yard line, going to the right side, now trying to gain the edge. He's going to be forced out of bounds. A little extra shove, and looks like no harm, no foul. Devin Geronimi with the force out for the Timberwolves.
And Davion is going to be tired at the end of this evening because he's going to get a lot of action with the football and special teams, and of course as the primary running back.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We're not sure if Ryan Cam. I'm looking to see Ryan Cam.
I haven't seen him.
I don't see him as well, so we think he is also out for this game. First down, Patriots from their own, looks like 35-yard line. And now we already have a whistle. We have the wrong ball.
Oh, please tell me this isn't about the pants above the knees. Remember this? This has happened a few times over the season when the other teams are also it's the same thing. This is about the pants are required to go over the knees, and this has been going on throughout the season.
Okay. So fashion designers now are happy with what they see. So now first down and 10 Patriots from their own 35 as Riffer is out starting quarterback with Brown in the backfield. It's going to be handoff to Brown going up to the middle. He'll get past close. He gets close to the 40. And it looks like about a gain of 4, so not a bad game for Davion. If you can average 4 yards a carry, you're going to be doing well all night.
Interesting that Riffer is the starting quarterback right now, and Watson he's ready to go, but Riffer gets the call.
Well, Riffer played really well, especially I think in the second half, in that fourth quarter, the Patriots just turning it on against the Socastee Braves. At the time you spoke to Coach, they were talking about possibly bringing Watson back in that fourth quarter, but luckily the Patriots stretched the lead and eventually won it really easily. Second down, Patriots. Got Brown to the right of Riffer. 3 wides, left side, 1 near side. High snap, good stop by Riffer. He's going to hand off to Brown again. He is going to be wrapped up. Looks like no gain. Number 22, that's Domenico Banks, the tackle for the Timberwolves. He gets to the Patriot 38-yard line. It's going to be third down and long for the Patriots. They've got to get to their own 45 for a first down.
These are the situations you really want to avoid against a defense like White Knoll.
Third and longs are just not the times you want that. Try to keep a running tally on third downs if we can for the Fort. Try to help out with some stats as best I can. So third down now, first time for the Fort. It's going to be a third and about 7. 3 wides again on the left side, 1 on the near side. Riffer dropping back, looking near side. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. Right through the A-gap, and that's again number 22, Domenico Banks, blows right through. And he sacks Riffer. The Patriots are going to be a 3-and-out on their first possession.
Yeah, he was untouched to the quarterback there, so they're going to have to work on that, getting some protection.
Absolutely. Jalen Berry coming in. It's always interesting to watch Berry punt. Is it going to be a standard style or a rugby style? He had a punt blocked against West Ashley doing the rugby style. Since then, he's been kind of doing more of a conventional style, but they're not pretty sometimes, but they've been effective.
Yeah, Jalen Berry's had a really good year as a punter, especially the last couple of games. He's really stepped up his punting average.
Austin Cunningham to receive. It's going to be a slight rugby style, not a good kick.
No.
It is going to be it might be roughly a 8 to 9 yard punt, and not a good way for the Patriots to start their evening. A terrible punt. He actually had pressure in his face. It's a good job he was actually not blocked.
Yes, he was doing the soccer style kick right there, but that is, I think, maybe the worst punt he's had the entire season.
It's not a good punt. So the Timberwolves are going to start first down at they're going to be in plus territory at the Patriot 38.
Yeah, short field for the Timberwolves.
9:44 left in this first quarter. Patriots 3-and-out on their first possession. Now, looks like we've got a stoppage. Again, do we have a...
This is the same thing with the pants above the knees.
Here we go again. Yep. The fashion coordinators are not happy tonight with the fashion of the players.
It's not consistently been called throughout the season, and it's really frustrating.
I don't understand some of these rules sometimes. I just don't. I mean,
Yeah.
again, I was never a football player. I was a baseball player, so, of course, I always liked the long pants, but that's just me. First down, Timberwolves from the Patriot 38. Going to be handoff going to the left on a counter. It's getting through the hole, and he got fumble. Ball is out. Let's see who gets it. I think the Timberwolves got it back.
It landed right back in his belly after he fumbled it.
Died right there. Unbelievable. Tion Fanning with the run, and it looks like they got it back. Oh, it could have been a great break for the Patriots. That's going to be close to a first down. Looks like they got 9 on the run, so 2nd and 1 coming up for the Patriot 29.
Yeah, you know the team that wins the turnover battle is going to have the big upper hand, and
Absolutely.
it always works out that way.
Third downs and turnovers are the big key, especially in playoff football. Kind of an option-style run going to the left. Tyron, he is going to be gone at the 10, the 5, touchdown Timberwolves. Number 23, Tyron Fanning on an option-style play. Kind of a triple option-style play. He gets the left side, left edge, and he's in for the touchdown. And with not 8:59 left in the first, it is 6-0 White Knoll, extra point coming up.
Yeah, that was like a counter option right there with and we just did not have that covered at all. He went almost unmolested to the goal line.
In a hole like that, you can drive to Yorktown through it. Aguilera now set for the kick. Snap, kick, low kick, but it is true. On top of the locker room to the left side of the stadium. 8:59, 7-0 White Knoll as they roar out to a lead immediately. So you go from a potential turnover to now you're down 7.
Yeah, that was not a good start with the 3-and-out. Bad punt, giving White Knoll a short field, and then a couple of plays, and they're in the end zone.
Well, the Patriot offense is going to have some work to do coming back out. First of all, let's start with a first down, and then we'll see what we can get from there.
I don't know if you noticed, they had the Sega Genesis game
on
the scoreboard here at White Knoll to show the touchdown.
I was going to get my controller out and start playing him and show him how to really do some good mad tricks on there. But
Sega Genesis.
Hey, I'm dating myself a little bit. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I grew up on the Sega and Nintendo, but I was more of a PlayStation guy. But that's an argument for other people. 8:59 left in the first. White Knoll about to kick off. White House signals play. It is a tough start. It's behind us now. Let's see what the Patriots can do coming out. Here's the kick. Low kick. It's going to be fielded. Multi-Snyder going up the right side, trying to get through a gap. He is not going to. Looks like he's going to get to the 30. So a decent return for the Patriots. The Patriots will set up shop. First down, I believe, at their own 30 for their second possession.
Let's see if they can get something generated here after that 3-and-out for their first possession.
Well, it's going to start with protection because those first 3 plays, the protection was just not there, especially on that sack. I mean, the defender just had a wide open hole to go right through, and he was untouched.
And this is what White Knoll has been known for throughout the year. They run a 3-4 defense is what it looks like here, and I don't know how much we faced that throughout the season.
Yeah, that's correct. Looks like they do have. Looks like the 3-down lineman, 1 on the edge. Going to be handoff to Brown going up the middle, and he runs right into that defensive line. Looks like he's going to gain roughly about 2 out to the well, let's see. They put it down to the 32, I believe. Waiting for them to put the ball down. It's a 33, so gain of 3 for Brown. Solid gain, but he had a gain of 4 last time on that possession, and the Patriots got stopped right after that.
And Riffer remains a quarterback.
He does remain. That is an interesting development here. We were expecting Watson, but Riffer, again, who is a capable quarterback.
Absolutely.
So either it's like 1 and 1A. Here's a snap. Riffer dropping back 3 steps. Now looking downfield. He's going to air it down to the far side. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted. That was intended for Snyder. Ball underthrown, and that was intercepted by Caleb Geronimi. And a flag coming down. Probably going to be a face mask on the tackle because he ripped his helmet off.
That was not a good decision on the pass. If Coach Smith talking to him right now.
If you've got air on it, I think you have it there, but the ball just terribly underthrow. If you're going to make that throw, he's going to have to go up and get it. And unfortunately, it just didn't happen in unsportsmanlike conduct against White Knoll. So White Knoll is going to get backed up 15 yards on their second possession. So this is already, we're here 8:15 left in this first quarter. This is a big drive already in this game.
Yeah, he had the receiver if he had thrown it maybe a little bit earlier and put more air onto the ball, but that was an easy interception.
Kind of a fade route, but just wasn't there. Just underthrown ball. Is it just me maybe looking a little tight right now to start?
I was going to say, this is going to really challenge the resolve of the Patriots this year when you get off to a start like this against an undefeated region champion on the road.
Bucks fan listening from Reno, Nevada. Appreciate it. Thanks for the well wishes. We're hoping we're going to have a better second defensive stand here. Remember playing for a lot in the early 2000s. Appreciate the follow and appreciate the listen, sir. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. All the way from Nevada, we're reaching the West Coast tonight. How about that?
Nice. Thanks for listening.
First down, Timberwolves from their own 45. It's going to be a handoff. Again, same guy. That's Tyron going to the right. And he is going to get, looks like about 4. They were first and 10 at their own 45. He gets to the White Knoll 43. And again, that is Tyron Fanning, so it looks like he's their Davion Brown.
And, hey, remind people who are watching on PEARLtvsc, how can they interact with you, Ralph, during the broadcast?
So if you go to Mixler.com and create a free account, you can chat in with me. It is a free account. All you got to do is sign up. No fees, no nothing, whatever, and you can chat with me in real time anytime. You can also listen and follow when I'm live. I will be doing baseball in the spring. Quarterback dropping back now. He's got nothing. He's got a man out in the flat, not going to throw it. Now he's going to keep it himself. Little juke and a stutter step move. He's going to get a first down at the looks like the Patriot 45. That's Landon Sharp, the quarterback for the Timberwolves. A great little juke move. Had a man out in the flat, but decided to take it himself, and he gets a first down to the Patriot 40. Looks like 44-yard line. Clock running 7:17 left in the first. First down, Timberwolves. Second time in Patriot territory. Last time was on a poor punt for the Fort.
This early in the first quarter, we already need something to kind of change the mojo here.
That's a backwards pass. That's a wide receiver. He's going to try a trick play, and he's got Fanning all by himself to the right side. 5 touchdown, White Knoll. A backwards pass to the wide receiver, and then a throw to the far side to Fanning. No one around him. A flag after the touchdown. Most likely a celebration penalty, but the touchdown's going to be good.
That was a trick play that worked to perfection for White Knoll.
We've seen that where other schools have run those against us from time to time. Remember Somerville, they won a game against us on a 2-point conversion a few years ago at Bagwell Stadium on a play similar to that.
And they're going to get a celebration penalty, it looks like, after the touchdown. But right now, Fort Dorchester is getting outclassed, and it is still early in the first quarter.
Very early. We're 6:53 left in this first. 13-0 White Knoll, who I wouldn't necessarily say hasn't been known for offense, but 2 touchdowns already. We're not even halfway through this first quarter.
Yep.
So the defense just completely lost on that play. Trick plays happen like that. It's tough to be prepared for every single scenario like that, but in plays like you don't see those very often. But that was, you were right, Richard. That was run perfectly.
Well, it feels like right now you've got a very confident White Knoll team against a Fort Dorchester team that already feels a little bit on the ropes here in the first quarter. We got to get our footing back here and try to get back in it.
That's a very good point, Richard. Aguilera set for the kick. Snap, kick is up, and it is true. 6:53 left in the first. White Knoll already out 14-0 on your Patriots.
Wow.
We did not expect that right out of the gates. Absolutely not, though. Patriots known for defense, and White Knoll known for defense. Their defense has been absolutely true so far. Some other scores going on right now. Stratford and Sumter. That game is at Stratford. No score first quarter. We want to talk about some of the upstate. Hillcrest and Burns are no score as well. Let's see if we can find some other. See if we can find that Second quarter, Carolina Forest already up 21-0 on West Ashley.
Yeah, the game's at Carolina Forest. You got to say West Ashley has already overachieved this season to get this far, and good for the Wildcats. This is one of their better seasons in a few years.
It's a great win last week against Goose Creek,
yep.
the region champion Goose Creek Airs, who we played and defeated them earlier in the season. They're a very good team. No slouch against them, but West Ashley must have played a very spirited game.
You got to feel right now that the Patriots looking at the sideline, but it's a little bit of a stunning start.
I think they're just shell-shocked right now. White Knoll is going to be kicking off at their 25 after the celebration penalty, so maybe some good field position is going to kickstart the Patriot offense right here. But this is, I'd say, you must get points on this drive coming up. It's going to be a kick to the far side going to Muhammad. He's going to field it at his own 28-yard line, going up to the middle now, cutting now. He's going to stutter set to the right. And too much indecision. He's going to get stopped by about 7 defenders. That's almost a microcosm of what we've seen so far. Just indecision and just trying to find the word for that. Just
right now, if you were a stranger looking at this game, you would know which team is undefeated because White Knoll has just outplayed us so far, and we're only halfway through the first quarter.
Halfway through the first. Patriots will start first down to their 33. A must-have drive already for the Fort. And we've got a official timeout on the flag again with uniform issues.
Yes, this is another thing with the uniforms not coming down over the knees, which
looks like he's looking at his shirt on this. I don't know if he didn't have it tucked in. We're worried more about fashion than we are what's going on at Gridiron
seems
right now.
Inconsequential to the game, but
I've not seen any of these policed in any game so far this season. First down, Patriots from their own 33. Riffer's still in at quarterback with Brown. 3 wides left side, one on the right side. Dropping back Riffer. He's got all kinds of time. Now he's going to try to scramble for it. He gets past the 35, close to the Patriot 40, and his helmet come off, so he's going to have to come out for a play.
Yep, here comes Watson.
Here comes Watson. Yep, he did not play last week. Nursing a was it a lower body injury, knee injury, or something like that?
Knee injury in the Somerville game.
Yep, so got a good amount of rest last week. So he's in now at quarterback. So let's see what we do here. Left-handed quarterback, which you don't see very often in high school sports.
And he's somebody who can really hurt you with his legs, and that might be something we're going to need against this White Knoll defense.
You got to give him a different look right now.
Yep.
Got Brown again in the backfield. It's going to be handoff to Brown, trying to go left side. He gets wrapped from behind. Good tackle from behind. Boy, White Knoll is not missing anything right now. That's number 10. That's Jaden Kimball with the tackle from behind. That's going to be a loss. Back to, it looks like the Patriot 37. And a 3rd and long again for the Fort. Looks like about a 3rd and 6 coming up. So an obvious passing down. And Riffer back in at quarterback again. Well, we just can't get our feet wet. As soon as we get our feet wet, it's 14-0 after the punt and
they're winning. They're winning the line of scrimmage right now.
Absolutely. Snap to Riffer, dropping back. He's getting screened. He's just sacked again. Number 22, Domenico Banks, again with his 2nd sack in this quarter. And a 4th down coming up for the Fort. Fort already now 0 for 2 on 3rd downs, and both times was a sack.
Another 3 and out, and more lost yardage, more sack. I mean, this is a bad trend we got going here early in the game.
White Knoll definitely playing with some purpose tonight.
Yep.
Jalen Berry into punt. Looks like
got to have a better one than last time.
Absolutely. Austin Cunningham, he's standing at his 45, so he's not giving Berry a lot of reason. Potentially a block. Oh, just got that off. Boy, the blocking tonight has been absolutely poor at best.
Yeah, their lines, the line play right now, we're getting dominated on the line of scrimmage.
It's been on just offensive plays and on punts. That's the 2nd time they've almost punted. That was a better punt from last time, but not much more than that. It's going to be again on the Patriot side of the ball. So the ball has not been from a punt on the White Knoll side of the field. White Knoll is going to start first down from their plus 48-yard line. So at Patriot 48.
Another short field for White Knoll.
5:01 left in his first. 14-0 White Knoll. Defense really needs you to come up here now. They've already been on the field already a lot.
Yeah, time of possession will end up being a factor in this game if we can't get some offensive progress.
Got to get some pressure here on the Timberwolves. Here's the snap back to Sharp. It's going to be a run up the middle. Good hold right there. That looks like DJ Dingle, the running back. He's going to get roughly 5 on that run. You just can't give up 5 or 6 yards each play because eventually you're going to put it in for pay dirt.
Yeah, I mean, the line of scrimmage right now, White Knoll is winning.
Absolutely. 2nd down and about 3, it looks like, for the for White Knoll. I guess we can call them the Noles, maybe? I don't know if it works that way. From the Patriot 42.
The Wolves.
Wolves, that's better. That's a good call. It's going to be a handoff again to Dingle.
There you
Going
go.
right side. And a good tackle in the backfield. See who that is for the Forts. I forgot to bring my binoculars. Landon Whitlock with the tackle for a loss. So the first big play for the Patriot defense looks like a loss of about 3 back to the Patriot 45. But if you're the Timberwolves here, you think it'd probably be 4-down territory if you get the first down here.
Yeah, and we knew that White Knowles defense was going to be tough against our offense. So this is where we need our defense to step up and keep us in this game.
Ghost Pirate Darren, you're completely correct. Gut check right here, and here it is right now. Love the screen name, by the way. 3rd down and about 6 for the Timberwolves at the Patriot 44. Drop back. Looking, got all kinds of time. Now he's going to throw it. Got a man open in the middle. It's going to be caught by number 8, Austin Cunningham. He's going to have a first down inside the Patriot 30, close to the 25. First down, Timberwolves. I believe that's their first 3rd down right there.
That's the first pass completion, I think, of the game.
No,
also.
he had the touchdown.
The
halfback.
the lateral.
The lateral touchdown. So they're 1 for 1 on 3rd downs now. First down, Timberwolves from it looks like about the Patriot 26. It's going to be a head off to the right side. Jaden Kimball going to the right, tries to gain the edge. He'll get positive yards, and you're going to have to kind of bear with me on some of these plays. Our vantage point is a little lower than I'm used to, so it's going to be kind of hard to tell. Looks like he is going to get close to the Patriot 15, and a 2nd and about 4 coming up.
This really puts the defense up against the wall here, already down 2 touchdowns, and they're already in the red zone for a 3rd time here.
They absolutely are, and at this point you're hoping either a turnover or maybe hold them to a field goal chance.
Yep.
I mean, you don't want any more points, but if you only give up 3, it feels kind of like a win for the defense. 3:29 left in this first quarter. Here's a snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper on an RPO straight up the middle, breaking through a tackle. He's going to have 1st and goal as Landon Sharp again right up the middle. Patriots are saying they have the ball, but I think the refs are saying he was down.
Yeah, that was a quarterback draw, and he made good ground on that, and then the ball came out, but they ruled him down before the fumble.
That's twice it could have been a turnover, and unfortunately not. Now 1st and goal inside the Patriot 5. Looks like at the 2-yard line. 25 left on the play clock. 3:09 left in this first quarter. 14-0 White Knoll if you're just joining us. And White Knoll has been very efficient on both sides of the ball. Sharp, handoff going to the right side. That's number 23, Tyron Fanning, who has 2 touchdowns already tonight on a run and a catch. Looks like he lost a yard. So the Patriots defense pushing him back. It's going to be 2nd down and goal. Looks like from the Patriot 3. This is definitely a gut check time for the defensive line. For the Patriots, really, in general. Cunningham waiting for the snap. He's got Fanning with him. It's going to be a throw over the middle. It's going to be complete and a touchdown. Looks like to the tight end. Number 35, Tyson Cox with a 3-yard touchdown run. So something a lot of teams that we've played have not utilized as their tight ends. They use their tight end here, and he's in the pay dirt for 6.
Yeah, he was wide open. He was completely uncovered because the quarterback has been pretty successful scrambling, and all of a sudden you play the quarterback on the run, and the tight end's wide open in the end zone. And now we have a penalty flag. And
it is. Looks like we're going to have maybe a unsportsmanlike. I don't know what we got here. That just came in from
illegal procedure against White Knoll.
They weren't even ready to even snap the ball.
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we'll take the 5 yards and maybe a little bit of a break. 20-0 White Knoll. If you're just joining us, it has been a clinic by the Timberwolves.
That's well put. It's exactly what it's been.
Aguilera set to kick. 20 on the play clock. Backed up 5 after the illegal procedure. Here's the snap. Kick looks like it was deflected. It's going to be short. So the extra point is going to be blocked. And I believe that might have been Davion Kinlaw. They're celebrating like Kinlaw got to that. So I think he got a hand on it, got that paw up there to knock it down. So a missed extra point. It's 20-0 Timberwolves. And actually it looks like Somerville, looking at the scoreboard they've got up there, Somerville in the first quarter is up 8-7 on Berkeley. So they must have got an RBI double in the 5th inning. I'm sorry, you just don't see 8-7 very often. Actually, looking on ScoreStream, Berkeley actually jumped out to the lead in that game, 7-0. We're waiting for that to update. We're seeing on the scoreboard on there. They have a very nice video board here, too. Nice scoreboard, video board here at the stadium. Joshua L. Torrance Memorial Fieldhouse. It is a mouthful. we're going to get through that as best we can. Patriots coming back out, and White Knoll getting ready to kick off again for the 4th time. Patriots got the ball to start, and now White Knoll will be kicking off after the 3rd time they put points on the board after 3 touchdowns, but a block extra point. That's where we are, 20-0. 2:24 left in this first quarter.
Yeah, 20-0, and the best play for the Patriots so far has been the blocked extra point.
You can even maybe say a tackle for a loss at this point, too. Here's the boot. End-over-end kick. It's going to be behind Muhammad. Let's see if it gets to the end zone. It does for a touchback. A couple weeks ago, I believe it was against West Ashley on a kickoff. They were trying to let it go into the end zone. It had kind of like one of my lob wedge shots. It hit the 1-yard line and stopped cold dead. We had to return it. So Muhammad, that kick actually went over his head, kind of playing a little too close. Luckily, it went to the end zone for a touchdown. Patriots will set up shop. 1st and 10 at their own 20, trying to get anything they can on offense.
And Charles Watson is now in as the quarterback for the beginning of this series.
So Watson coming in. He's got Brown in the backfield. Muhammad to his right. You've got Barry, and it looks like Johnson to his left. So they're going to set up on, looks like, setting up at the 20. 1st down, they got to get to the White Knoll 30. Let's start with a 1st down at this point.
I was going to say, we haven't seen much 3-4 defense against us this year, so this is a test, and this is a moment of truth here.
Davion Brown with a hand up right up the middle. He's got a hole and a 1st down and more. He's close to the 40-yard line, and the first big play for the Patriot offense. It's a gain of 20 for Davion Brown.
Right up the gut.
That's been Patriot football all season long. We'd like to go right up the middle and challenge you. And White Knoll's been, they've answered the test so far, but on that play, Patriots get the best of the Timberwolves, a 20-yard gain, and that's a Stokes Mazda 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Patriots.
1st down at the 40. Patriots got to get to midfield for a 1st down, down 20-0, 2 minutes left in the first. Brown again in the backfield with Watson, 3 wides, 2 on the near side. Again, Patriots going from left to right across your screen. Snap back to Watson, dropping back, looking right. He's got time. He'll air it over the middle. He's got, is that Johnson? He's got Johnson over the middle. He's in the White Knoll territory, and that's another Stokes Mazda 1st down on a great gain of about, looks like 18 yards for the Patriots.
Monty Johnson right there on a cross pattern in the middle, and Charles Watson zipping that ball to him.
That's a great throw from Watson, right on a seam to him. Threw him a nice little seed right there. 1st down Patriots. 1st time they've been White Knoll territory at the White Knoll 42-yard line. 3 wides again. It's going to be handoff to Brown, going straight up the gut again. He's going to get roughly about, looks like he got about 5, maybe about 3 to 4 yards. He gets close to the White Knoll 35. Looks like they're going to give him the 36. So 2nd down coming up for the Patriots at the White Knoll. Where's the ball? Is that the 36? I can't see on this side.
Yep, 36-yard line. The best drive of the game so far by far for the Patriots.
Definitely. Two 1st downs, and now in White Knoll territory. You're down 3 scores. You've got to get some points here. Definitely the biggest. We said last drive was the biggest drive. Well, guess what? Now this is the biggest drive of the night.
And give the defense a little bit of time for breather, too.
Absolutely. Watson dropping back, pump fakes. Now he's going to try to scramble and run for it. A flag is in the backfield in the area of holding. I believe this is going to come back. Looks like the flag is possibly going to be on Marquise Wilson. White hat through the flag, and it's in the area of holding, and that's exactly what it is, holding against the Patriots. So it wipes out. Looks like that would have been a 1st down. So holding against the Fort's going to back him up 10 yards. So it's still going to be 2nd down. Let's see if it's from the previous spot. And it looks like it is going to be from the previous spot. So the Patriots backing up. They're still going to be in White Knoll territory. It looks like it's at the 46-yard line. So 2nd and long coming up for the Fort. They've got to get to the White Knoll. Looks like 32-yard line for a 1st down. Hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. Thank you for joining us on Mixler and also Pearl TV on YouTube. It's greatly appreciated. First year doing this, I think it's been a lot of fun and a lot of success. Can't wait to do this again, and also look forward for Patriot baseball in the spring. New head coach John Hasselbeck trying to do big things at the Fort this year. 2nd and long for the Fort, just under a minute left in the first. Watson pump fakes. He's got, looks like Snyder on the outside. He's going to complete it, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at close to the 30-yard line. And it's going to be a manageable 3rd down for the Fort at the White Knoll 35-yard line.
Definitely going to be in 4-down territory for the Patriots, down 20, but in a place where they're definitely going to be going for it on 4th if they don't get it here.
Patriots are 0 for 3 on 3rd down. Correction, 0 for 2 on 3rd down so far. Third and about 3.
Watson can zip that ball in there, man.
He can. Trying to draw the Timberwolves off sides. Now getting the play calls from the offensive side. On the visitor side, again, Patriots going left to right, down 20-0, 36.6 seconds left. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Brown, trying to go straight up the gut. He's going to have a first down and more. He's inside the 25, and he gets gang tackled by several Timberwolves, but he's going to get a Stokes Mazda. That's the third first down on this drive. So the offense now coming alive a little bit here, trying to get the Timberwolves on their heels a little bit. Watson's been very efficient in the air. I believe he's 3 of 3 throwing on this drive, as we've had no incompletion so far. Hope I didn't jinx it. We got Wood in front of it. We're going to knock on that. Brown to the right of Watson. Here's a snap. Watson dropping back, looking towards the end zone. He pump fakes, had a man open. Now he's got Jalen Bear on the far side. He's going to run for it. He's going to make the good decision and slide. So he's going to get as much as he can. He's inside the Rosington Law Office's red zone. Looks like at the 18-yard line. Second down for the Fort. Looks like about 2nd and 6. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter with your score, White Knoll 20, Fort Dorchester nothing. They'll have about a 2nd and roughly 6 when we start the second quarter of action.
You know, this drive that we're seeing the Patriots do right now makes you wonder why Watson maybe didn't start the game, because since he's come in here now, this has really been the best offensive look that we've had all night long.
It's been a different team.
Yes.
It's just 100% been a different team. And he's getting time, but he also can make time for himself.
That's the thing. He's dangerous. He's a dual threat as a great passer as a lefty, but then a great runner as well.
See if we can get some updates on some scores around the region, and let's see what we got going on here. Sumter is up on Stratford 6-0 in the second quarter. Now, I don't know if the score they gave me over there was correct or not, but on this update here is saying Berkeley is up 7-6 on Somerville. So I don't know if that's entirely accurate. I think we can go ahead and say West Ashley's probably not going to win tonight. They're down 28-7 at half.
Well, I wonder if they're thinking the same thing about the Patriots down 20-0 going into the second quarter. Let's see if we can put some points on the board here to kick off the second quarter. That'll make it back a game and get us some spark.
I'll tell you, since Watson's come in, the spark has been there. He's had time. He's thrown the ball in with purpose. And again, we can say it over and over again. He's had time to throw the ball, and Brown's had holes to run through.
And, you know, and one thing about Watson that you do see is he can, like you said, he can really make time to throw, too. So, and I think it puts the defense a little bit more on their heels when he's that dual threat.
Well, you just got to make sure that if he's going to stay in the pocket, or is he going to try to run for it? Because if you give him too much of a gap, he's just going to burn you.
Yep.
Second down Patriots as we get ready to start the second quarter here from White Knoll High School. Brown to the right of Watson. Here's the snap. It's going to be handoff to, correction. Watson's going to keep it, trying to go to the outside. He's going to gain the edge. Gets close to, looks like he gets past the 10. He's going to be first and goal. So first down Patriots as they get another Stokes Mazda first down. They're going to be first and goal, it looks like, at the 4-yard line, I believe. So the Patriots with their first real threat tonight.
That right there was a called run for Watson on the option, and that's something that he provides that Rifford doesn't. It's just a different look on the offense right now.
Just kind of like that run option. You know, I'm going to hold on to the ball to the last second, and then I'm going to pull it out and then just run. And he got the edge and got a first down. Best drive of the night by far for the Fort. Just under 10 on the play clock, 11:30 left in the half.
This is a good answer for the Patriots here with first and goal.
Absolutely. Here's the snap. Going to be a handoff for Brown. Got a big old hole. Touchdown, Patriots! And when the Patriots need it, they give it to Davion. He is in for 6. And that makes the score now 20-6. White Knoll extra point coming up. Just a massive hole for him to run through, and that's something that did not happen the first two drives. No holes, everything was plugged. That time, we could have brought a bus through that hole.
Man, we really needed that drive. That was a good answer.
Aguilar set to kick the extra point. Every point matters. Here we are. Aguilar set. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It looks good, and it is good. So maybe the key is we need to be going to this side of the end zone, this side of the field, because all the touchdowns have been over here. So that's a good start. Let's just keep them going, and maybe we can get 3 or 4 more here in this quarter.
That is exactly what we needed right there, down 20-0, and then Watson comes in, and that's the best offensive look by far. And so 20-7 the score now, and let's see if the defense can get a stop and get the offense the ball back here.
That's absolutely true. Defense is going to have to come up large here because they have not stopped White Knoll yet. The running and passing attack for the Timberwolves has been absolutely stout so far, and no answer for the Patriot defense so far. So a big moment there for the Patriots coming through with 6 and the extra point. Great crowd on hand tonight for the Patriot faithful who made about the 2-hour drive up I-26 on a Friday evening. And a good crowd on the far side for the Timberwolves. A beautiful facility kind of stands built in on the home side with the natural hills. And, you get those hills in the Midlands and the Upstate. It's a gorgeous facility up there, I have to admit. And it's refreshing to see natural grass. As much as I love the turf, because it's easier to see the lines and the down and everything, but it is a nice field.
And you got to hope that that drive right there really put some spark back in the Patriots, the entire team, but especially the offensive unit, and to see if defense can step up. And by the way, a reminder, we're going to be talking to Steve LaPrade, former Fort Dorchester coach, coming up at halftime. He's here in the stadium. We're going to catch up with him at halftime.
He will definitely do. We'll be talking to Richard. Aguilar sets the kick, end over end, and looks like we've got a flag. It's going to be offsides on the Patriots. And it's going to be offsides on the kick, so it's going to back the Patriots up 5 yards. They're going to be kicking from their 35. That's just a senseless penalty to take. I mean, that's 5 yards, but right now, White Knoll does not need a free 5 yards.
Right.
They have shown with great efficiency that they have not had to worry about an extra few yards.
Yeah, we've had 2 punts. They have not had a punt yet.
They have not. They have 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns, about as efficient as you can get. And one of those was an interception by the Patriots, and then they turned that interception into 6 points later on. Patriots had the ball to start the game, went 3 and out, a poor punt from Barry, and then White Knoll went down about 38 yards on their first drive and scored relatively easily on a run play. The next one was a wide receiver screen that turned into a pass to the halfback, and he was all untouched, and that was their second touchdown. The last one was a running touchdown as well. Aguilar set the kick from his 35, going right to left this time the Patriots are. Aguilar puts toe to leather, end over end. It's going to be fielded roughly at the 15-yard line. That's Caleb Geronimi. He's going to run into a Patriot line. Looks like at the 25, maybe the 26. So the Timberwolves are going to be setting up shop for the first time in their own territory tonight.
Yeah, the short field has really killed the Patriot defense. So let's see what we can do here.
When you're on your heels like that, it's just hard to get any type of momentum. And right now, the Patriots only really one big play on defense, a tackle for a loss. And since then, but White Knoll has I'll tell you right now, looking at their line, is a very stout line on their offensive side. I don't have their weights or anything on their roster. It just has their position. So first down, Timberwolves at their own, looks like 26. Quarterback going to be rolling left. He's got a man out in the open to the far side. It's going to be completed, a first down and a little bit more. Good pass by Landon Sharp out to the far left side to the outside. I couldn't see who that was reception with. I believe that was number 11. That's Evan Henderson. And thank you for the PA guy. Thank you for that.
PA guys are good for that, man.
They are pretty good. They're not bad. They're pretty good at their jobs. Richard, I think you do okay. You might have a future in that somewhere down the line. Second and short for the Timberwolves after a 9-yard gain. Every play so far the Timberwolves have run, it seems like it's gone for 5 to 9 yards, except for one tackle for a loss. 3 wides and a tight end. It's going to be a handoff to Fanning, going straight up the middle through a counter play. He's going to the left side now. He gains, looks like past the 40. He's going to have a first down for the Timberwolves at close to their 45-yard line. And it is a Timberwolf first down at the 43-yard line. So first down, White Knoll at their own 43. And they're going hurry up with tempo. Here's the snap. Pump fake. Oh, knocked down by the Patriots. Good deflection at the line. Can't see who got that. But sharp pass knocked down by the Patriot defensive line. And a 2nd and 10 coming up.
You might remember in the last couple of games, West Ashley and Somerville games, we were very vulnerable in the flat and also over the middle. And we've seen that exposed already tonight by White Knoll. So if they're looking for that, get your hands up. You can get some passes like that and bat it down.
Even go back to the Gaffney game as well with that as well. And I think 3 of their touchdowns were on flat plays. And the running back turned on the Jets and he was gone. Here's the snap. Going to be a rollout to the right by the quarterback. He's going to air one downfield. One-on-one coverage. It's going to be incomplete. Oh, Patriots dodging a bullet right there. That's their first pass downfield. Malik Walker on the pass. It falls incomplete. That's number 20. That's Jordan Wright on the island by himself on the coverage. High throw. He was beat.
Yeah, off the fingertips of the Timberwolves receiver for sure.
A very tall receiver. That's a mismatch for the Fort right there.
But here you go now, 3rd and 10. Let's get this stop.
3rd and 10 so far. The Knolls are, I keep wanting to say Knolls. White Knoll, they were 1 for 1 on 3rd down so far. And it's a 3rd and 10, so it's a 3rd and long situation.
Patriot crowd making some noise here.
Here they come. Let's go, Patriot faithful. Snap back to Sharp. Dropping back. It's going to be a throw into the short flat. It's going to be complete. But he's not going to get a first down. A pass complete to Evan Henderson on a little wide receiver screen. He gets close to the 48, and we have a player down for the Fort.
Great tackle there by the Patriots.
I believe Landon Whitlock, who is down, is the one who made the tackle. Kind of shaken up now. He lays back down, and he is down. The Patriot training staff, Trident Medical sponsors of the training staff, heading out right now to take a look, and now Whitlock now popping up. And he's coming off on his own power, so he's ready to go. Oh, Bernanke. So 4th down for White Knoll.
And let's see if they're going to go for it or not.
You've got all the momentum on your side, but you're on your side of the 49.
Yep. It looks like, they're at midfield on a 4th and 3 here at the 49. Let's see.
Looks like the offense is coming out. I don't think they're punting here. And I'll tell you right, if I'm White Knoll, I've had all the momentum. If you get stopped here, now you're giving momentum back to the Fort. I would just punt, pin the Patriots, and make you go down the field again. They are staying out. The offense is going to stay out. So it's 4th down and about 4th and 4. They got to get to the Patriot 47 for a first down. Let's see if they're going to try to draw them off sides.
Or a quick kick.
See if it is. Yep. Now the punt team is going to come off a real quick. Play clock is down to 10, and they're going to have to call timeout. I think they waited too long, and I don't understand why teams do this.
You know what? I think, we've seen over the season Fort Dorchester has been susceptible to jumping off sides and giving other teams first downs, and that time White Knoll waited too long into the play clock.
There's a flag down, actually. We have a flag down. It might be offsides against the offense or an illegal, I don't know. Maybe
substitution violation.
Possibly.
We'll see, yeah.
It possibly could. I just don't understand and again, I don't understand the in and outs of football plays and everything like that. I don't pretend to know that. But more confusion, just keep it simple.
Well, we saw last week Sockesty did a quick kick against us like that, when a pooch kick from the quarterback. I thought they might be doing that there, but instead White Knoll got a little bit cute, and they got a 5-yard penalty as a result.
All right, so that's going to back them up and back deeper inside their territory to their 44. I don't think there's any question now you punt here.
Yes.
And personally, I don't understand. Well, they weren't going to go for it anyway. They're trying to draw the Patriots off sides, trying to get cute and everything. 10:04 left in this first half. Play clock now running, and White Knoll taking their time getting their punt team out there. And that's Mohammed back. He is standing roughly at his 20 to receive this punt. So for the first time, the
defense steps up and stops him.
Timberwolves are going to punt. That's Jaden Kimball, a linebacker, set to punt. High snap, heel field. It's got all kinds of time, and a very poor kick from Kimball. That is going to get bounced inside Patriot territory. It looks like if he says the 45, that's not a good spot. Should be the 46, but I'm going to argue for 1 yard as best I can.
And you know what? This is the turnabout, because the beginning of the game, bad punt for us, short field for them. Now they just got a bad punt after getting a little bit tricky there on that fake, trying to get us off sides. And now we got a short field on our own 45. Great field position. Let's see if the offense can build on what they just did.
Best field position for the night, for the Patriots by far. First down at their own 45. Got to get to the Timberwolf 45 for a first down. Watson back in at quarterback, three wides, 2 near sides. Going to be a handoff to Brown. Taking his time, now moving through a tackle. Good evasion of a tackle right there. As that defender was in the backfield. Connor Burgess was in the backfield, had a shot at Brown, but he missed him. A good little juke move from Brown. He's going to get 2 out to the 47. So 2nd and 8 coming up for the Fort.
Brown throughout the season does that, where it looks like he's dead to rights at the line of scrimmage and still pulls out a couple of yards through his own effort and moves.
Great point, Richard. Absolutely. Brown, a workhorse. You can pretty much put U.S. mail on him, and he's going to haul it all night.
And again, no Ryan Campbell tonight for the Patriots.
Watson dropping back. He's got time. He's going to air one deep downfield, and it's going to be overshot and incomplete. 2 Patriots in the area to try to receive that. It's Johnson and Berry. He had one of them, but overthrew it. Fortunately, just overthrew the White Knoll defender, who had a decent shot at maybe trying to pick that off.
And you know, one thing throughout the season, Jalen Berry has had a height advantage on the cornerbacks every game, it seems like, but not this time. The cornerback here seems to be matching up with him pretty good size-wise.
And on both sides of the ball, if you look over on the far side with Snyder, he's matched up with a guy roughly his size as well. So third down and about 8 for the Patriots. They are 1 of 3 on third downs tonight. Dropping back, Watts. It's going to be a screen pass, and it's incomplete. Intended for Johnson on a wide receiver screen right up the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete. 4th down and 8 coming up for the Patriots.
I don't think that was going to make it for the first down, and maybe it would have gotten them close enough to think about going for it, but now we're going back to punt.
Yep, Barry's coming in to punt.
Missed
30.
opportunity there.
Absolutely. Had best field position tonight. So the Patriots down 20-7, 8:55 left in this first half. Again, we mentioned, and at halftime, former head coach and athletic director Steve O'Proud will be talking to Richard Todd at halftime, so look forward to hearing from him. Barry set to punt.
Let's get a good punt here to flip the field.
Cunningham standing back at his 30. Good kick from Barry, by far his best. He'll aim it towards the sideline. It's going to take a bounce roughly at the, looks like Timberwolf 22. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Good punt from Barry, by far his best of the night.
Man, we had a chance there to make this a one-possession game after having a short field and stopping White Knolls. So we'll just get our defense back on the field and see if they can do it again and give us a chance to get the points and cut a lead here before we get into halftime.
If we could get into halftime a one-possession game, I would say you're playing on house money right there,
Yes.
because the first 3 possessions, it looked like a college team against a Pee-wee team.
It was a rough start for the Patriots there in the first part of the first quarter for sure.
White Knoll will start first down at their own 22. They start their next drive of the night. And again, the Patriots defense, a tall order. You got to come up big, because right now, you need to keep the deficit where it is. First down for the Timberwolves. It's going to be a handoff to number 23. That looks like Fanning again. Runs right into that Patriot line. I don't think he's going to gain. Let's see what he gains here. Looks like he gains about 2. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Timberwolves. Tion Fanning has been their workhorse tonight. 2 touchdowns already for him. He has looked very impressive, especially those first couple of possessions.
Right.
Patriots have got to lock him down as best they can.
Patriot defense has definitely stepped it up here a little bit the last couple of possessions.
Absolutely. 2nd and 8 coming up. It's going to be a quick out to the outside. That's number 8, Austin Cunningham. And it's going to be incomplete.
Drop that one.
Drop pass for the Timberwolves. So a little bit of a break for the Fort. Don't think he would have gotten a first down, but he would have gotten at least 3 to 4 yards, possibly more.
All right, 3rd and long for the Timberwolves, so this would be a good time to stop them and get that ball back for the offense.
Timberwolves 1 of 2 on first down, batting .500. I'd love to have been batting that in my baseball career. I've got some every now and then. I've got a couple of good one-liners every now and then. 3rd and 8 for the Timberwolves. Patriots defense got to come up here. It's going to be snap back far side. Quarterback had a man out and open to the flat. It's incomplete. He overthrew Evan Henderson. And the Patriot defense comes up again with some adjustments the last couple possessions. The Patriots have forced a couple of punts for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, the Patriot defense has seemed to settle down now after that rough start. And, they're giving the offense some chances here as Muhammad goes back to get the punt at his own 45. So Patriots again can get some good field position.
Could use a really good return right here. Here's the snap. Going to be a kick again. Much better kick than the first time. I think Muhammad might have to let this one go. It's going to bounce. He's going to field it, and probably not the best decision, but it worked out. Ball bounced at the Timberwolf 48 and did a Timberwolf bounce to about the 45. Muhammad fielded, and luckily he didn't fumble. He was surrounded by 4 players.
Got a flag here on the near sideline.
We do have a flag now. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, do we have a flag? Oh,
Yep.
we do have a flag. We do have a flag. Let's see. Sideline warning against the Patriots. So they'll get 1 warning next time. I believe it's a 5-yard penalty if they do it again, which in every high school game we seem like we see that flag almost every night.
Yes. So we get the ball on our own 44. And again, good field position with just under 8 minutes to go to halftime. Let's see what the offense can do.
So the Patriots last time had to punt. 14-7 now Somerville. Appreciate the score update. I believe that's probably in the second quarter. Patriots first down at their own 44. Brown again in the backfield. Watson's going to keep it, makes the defender miss. Now he cuts upfield, gets close to the 50, and he's going to be down, looks like right at midfield. So what you mentioned earlier, Richard, that explosiveness from him,
Yep.
and it's displayed right there.
I mean, they're keying on Davion, and when you have Watson in the game, you've got really 2 running backs right there at any moment. So that's a good 6-yard game with the ball at midfield here.
2nd and 4 for the Patriots at midfield. They've got to get to the Timberwolf 46 for a first down. 3 wides, 2 near side, 1 far side. It's going to be a pump fake from Watson. Now he's got time, scrambling towards near side. Needs to get rid of it. He slips and falls. So that's one of the things, playing on natural grass. Those things kind of happen. It's a little bit of a slippery field from the rain earlier. It didn't rain much, but it might have rained enough to affect him right there.
Yeah, the stands are still have a little bit of water in the stands, so that might have affected him. But you're right, the footing is something. This is the first time that we haven't played much on grass this year, but still.
Last time we did was Goose Creek.
That was a bad break right there, and it gives us now a 3rd and long.
3rd down and roughly, it looks like 12 after the loss of 9 after the sack for Watson. And again, the last time we played on grass was at Goose Creek. Footing wasn't an issue that night, but then it didn't rain before the game either. Patriots 3rd and long. They're 1 of 3 on 3rd downs. Here's the snap. Watson got time. He's going to fire over the middle. It's going to be almost intercepted. A poor pass from Watson. Looks like he was trying to hit Snyder on a route over the middle. A poor pass from him, almost intercepted by Jaden Kimball. That ball hit the dirt, and the Patriots are going to force the punt again tonight.
That was nowhere near a Patriot, and that was tailor-made for an interception for Whitenall right there. Unfortunate that the ball hit the ground, or else the Timberwolves would have great field position. Now we need Barry to get a good punt here.
Possibly a bad route right there, or just maybe the ball, either he slipped or something maybe what happened with that pass. We don't know, but anyways, it's going to be 4th down and long. Barry into punt. And that's Cunningham standing at his 35 to receive. 6:37 left in the first half, 20-7. Whitenall, and the punt is blocked. Barry has his second punt blocked. Ball is pinballing around the Patriot 25-yard line, and Whitenall is going to recover it. Even if they don't recover, they're going to have great field position. Again, penetration up the middle. Each punt tonight has been contested for the Timberwolves. This time they get to Barry.
Yes, they have had pressure on almost every punt and come close to blocking, and that time wasn't even close when it comes to getting the punt off for Barry.
1st down Timberwolves at the 26-yard line. So now the Patriots defense are just pushed all the way back as far as you go, especially on a starting drive. Here come the offense for the Timberwolves out. A lot of personal fouls so far in the Somerville game so far. That's not shocking.
And another short field for Whitenall after that block punt.
I believe it's at the 26 of the Patriots. It's going to be handoff going up the left side. That's Fanning. He gains the corner. A flag coming in. He gets close to the end zone. It's down at the 1, but I believe this is going to come back.
They're running that counter tray kind of trap play that is very effective, but that time I think it's going to be a hold to bring it back.
I hope it is, because we definitely need it. It's not. It's going to be 1st and goal at the Patriot 1. Someone's shoe came off as well. I don't know if that was a Patriot or a Timberwolf. And this is always a weird thing of being on the visitor side. We need to see the white hat signal. He signaled towards the home side. It is holding against Whitenall, so a break for the Patriots. They're going to be penalized 10 yards, and they'll have 1st and long coming up for them. So it wipes out a huge gain down to the Patriot 1. And they are going to be 1st and long at, see where they mark him down at, or mark the penalty at. So 1st down Timberwolves. They're still trying to figure out where the penalty is going to be assessed from. And now counting off the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can still remember my math from my younger days. How about that?
First Fort Dorchester education coming back to help you there.
It's that District 2 education, sir. There we go. Starting with that Oak Brook Elementary middle and going to the Fort. 1st down Timberwolves, 1st and long. 6:18 left in the half. Quarterback dropping back. He's going to be pressured now. His time has a man wide open by himself. It is caught by C.J. Earl. He is in for 6 and a touchdown. 2nd time tonight on a deep ball to the edge. This time it wasn't a trick play. He is easily in for the touchdown. Broken coverage. Richard, I think me or you could have fielded that one and taken it in for 6.
The thing about that is, A, there's zero pressure on the quarterback. He had all day to throw it. And B, there's no one around the receiver for a wide open, easy score.
Not Aguilar. Aguilera set for the kick. Might have been. Did he get a piece of it? He did not. Extra point is good. 6:12 left in the first half. Well, we didn't expect this tonight. It's 27-7 Whitenall. They have been an absolute machine so far against the Patriots.
That's a pivotal moment right there, because getting the ball back after the attempt to get the Patriots to jump off sides, Whitenall gives the Patriots back in great field position. We can't do anything with it, and then you get the block punt, and then you get the wide open touchdown. And what could have been maybe a one-possession game now is back to a 20-point lead for the Timberwolves.
You know, things like this in playoff football, it's the little things that add up to a can either be a big win or a big defeat. And right now, it is definitely the latter. Did not expect a 20-point game right now. The defense for the Fort has been just playing very well. Had a rough night against Somerville, but they've made a lot of rough nights for a lot of schools in the area.
And you're exactly right, though, about in the playoffs. Little plays, sometimes it's just a handful of plays that can be the turning point in a game in the postseason. And right there was a great chance for us to cut this to a one-possession game, and instead the block punt and then the easy touchdown, and now it's back to a 20-point deficit for the Patriots.
14-7, Somerville up on Berkeley. Sumter is up 13-6 on the Stratford Knights. The winner of this game will face the winner of that game as well. Depending on who wins this game, it will also determine the location. White Knoll wins, they will host either one of those teams. Fort can, not have to travel. If Stratford can win and we could win, we will be at Stratford next Friday. But right now, we've got a lot of work to do. We have been pretty much put in a corner, down 20, 6-12 left in this half.
Yeah, we need to get some points here before the half to give us a little spark coming up, because White Knoll won't get the ball to start the second half.
And I've said it a few times, they have absolutely just been a clinic. And the Patriot defense, a couple of punts, but on the other scoring plays, have had no answer for the Timberwolves. Ball set up at the 45, so there must have been a penalty against the Fort after the extra point. I believe it's the 40, I believe, is where the kick is usually.
Yeah.
Yep. Here's an end-over-end kick towards the sideline. Going to be fielded, I believe that's by Muhammad, roughly at his 10-yard line, trying to go towards the middle of the field, and he is not going to gain much. Instead of going north-south, he goes east-west, and he's met at the border and stopped at the 10. Boy, White Knoll is just feeling it right now.
Yes.
You can just feel the energy from that side. This side, we've not had a whole lot to cheer about. 7 points on the board for the Fort, but right now it has been all Timberwolves, and we hate to keep saying that over and over, but there's really nothing else we can say about that.
Well, that's why that was such a pivotal turn of events right there, when we had the short field and a chance to cut it to a one-possession game, and then the block punt, an easy touchdown. Those are the kind of moments in games you look back on.
First down, Patriots their own 10. Watson dropping back, empty backfield. He's got a brand coming from the far side. He's going to be sacked from behind.
Nobody was open.
Lincoln Ungola with the sack. Great. That's a coverage sack, really, for the most part. Aguilera uncovered from the far side. A loss, looks like, of 6 back to the 4. 2nd and 16 for the Fort from their own 4-yard line. 5:40 left in this half. 27-7 White Knoll.
You can definitely feel the last few minutes in this game in the second quarter that the tide has turned to a certain extent when we had a chance to kind of get back in this.
Brown in the backfield with Watson. Here's the snap. They're going to hand off to Brown, going straight up the middle. He's going to get past the 5. Not much of a gain. Looks like he gets to the 7-yard line. It's going to set up a third and a very long down for the Fort. I think it's safe to say this has probably been the best defense we have faced tonight. We're not going to count the Georgia game because that was a bus ride. We were just tired after the bus ride.
Yeah, Grayson is a tough opponent, but that is similar to the caliber that we're seeing tonight.
That's completely true. 3rd and long for the Fort. They got to get to roughly the 18 for a first down. Watson dropping back. He's flushed in his own end zone. He fires a duck. It is going to be incomplete, luckily for the Patriots.
I think his arm might have been hit when he was throwing that ball, but that was up for grabs.
Again, yep, coverage. Just Connor Burgess had a shot at that ball after that ball was shot in mid-flight. 4:49, and the Patriots are going to have to punt from their own end zone. Just no answers from the Fort so far in this game tonight. So Cunningham is standing at his own the Patriot roughly the 35-yard line. White Knoll is going to get absolutely fantastic field position right now. Boy, I'd love a muff punt right about now.
We do need something to kind of give us a little bit of a life back in right now, down 20 and punting from our own end zone.
And now flag pre-snap. Potentially a procedure foul against the Fort, and it is. It's going to be half the distance. It's going to move the Patriots back to roughly 5-yard line, give or take. Again, I don't have the best vantage point. It's going to be moved back to the 3, I believe. That seems a little bit odd with that math.
Barry's standing right at the very back of his own end zone.
He literally is, Richard. You are right. 4:47 left in the half. Here's the snap. Barry's going to get the kickoff. He was pressured again. Fairly good kick. Cunningham is going to field it at the Patriot 35, trying to gain the right side. He's got the edge. Now he's going to just go out of bounds at roughly the 15-yard line. So a great return, a return of roughly about 20 yards from Cunningham. And White Knoll is pretty much going to set up with the best field position they're going to have all night. And we have a player down in the end zone. One of the White Knoll defenders is down.
Man, White Knoll is going to start in the Fort Dorchester red zone here with 4.5 minutes to go. They're going for the jugular here. I mean, really up with a 20-point lead. I mean, they're going in for the kill here before halftime. Patriots got to come up with something.
Got to do anything right now, what you can. Just anything, a turnover, something. Right now, just holding to a field goal attempt at this point. 4:36 left in this half. It is all White Knoll, and that is not an understatement from the word go. Patriots 3 and out in the opening possession, then an interception both times leading to touchdowns for White Knoll. Then their third possession, another touchdown. Patriots answered after White Knoll had an extra point block. Patriots answered with a touchdown of their own from Davion Brown. But since then, again, White Knoll putting up another 7 and now looking to put up another 7. And you're right, they're going for the jugular right here, and we're not even at halftime.
Yeah, Patriots had that one really impressive drive, the length of the field to make it 20-7, but then that turn of events there when we could have had a chance to cut it closer. And now here we go. White Knoll's got the ball in the red zone with a 20-point lead. It's first down from the Knolls. And here we see the Patriots can step up here on defense.
First and 10 at the Patriot 14. Here we go. Defense. Let's see what you got here. It's going to be a little pitch out to Cunningham on a little jet sweep, and it's going to be well covered from the Patriots this time. Looks like Marcus Moon and Jalen Howard with great coverage on the edge. And looks like they're going to lose a couple of yards back to roughly the Patriot. Looks like 17, I believe.
Yeah, good job stringing that play out. We haven't heard from Marcus Moon a lot tonight. He's been one of our best defensive players all year long.
I believe he had a pick last week, if I'm correct.
He had a great game last week.
He did.
A pick and a fumble.
He did. I believe he actually was. I'm not 100% sure who had the tackle for the safety. I think Moon also got the tackle for the safety.
He was a defensive player of the week last week.
Fantastic game from him tonight. We need to get more of that for the rest of this game tonight. Second and long for the Timberwolves. It's going to be handoff to Fanning, trying to go left. Or correction, that was a pass. Was that a pass? I'm sorry, I was looking down. Pass up the middle. It's touchdown White Knoll. Evan Henderson on a quick little slant route right up the middle. Caught me looking down at the roster to get the name and caught the Patriots defense napping again. 3:50 left in this half. It's 33-7 White Knoll. It's like we're watching a college team right now.
Well, and there's another example where a crossing pattern right across the middle. We've said that this season in the flat and those crossing patterns have killed the Patriot defense, and there's another example.
Here's the extra point for White Knoll. It's up, and it's going to be true. 3:50 left. If you're tuning in, well, thank you for tuning in, but it is not going our way right now. Patriots are trailing 34-7. 3:50 left in this half. Other scores around the way. Somerville up 20-7 on Berkeley. Carolina Forest at halftime. It's 28-7 over West Ashley. And at halftime, 13-6 Sumter. The Fighting Gamecocks lead the Stratford Knights. That game's being played at Stratford. Some other scores in the upstate. Burns leading Hillcrest 17-10. And Gaffney up 7-0 on Clover. So some of the scores from the lower state and upper state.
Looking forward to talking to Coach LaPratt at halftime and catching up and seeing what he's been doing since he stepped away from the program. I know he's still all over the district and stuff, so I'm looking forward to seeing what's up with him.
He's been around the Steve LaPratt Field Bagwell Stadium a few times, especially also the field dedication ceremony, and he was there a few other nights as well. It's always great to catch up with Coach. A great legacy at Fort Dorchester. The only school's state championship. Also took them to the state championship last year, unfortunately being defeated by Dutch Fork. But a great career, a great man. The program owes a lot to him.
And you know, Dutch Fork losing to White Knoll earlier this year in White Knoll's quest to win their first region title.
Gotcha. Here's Muhammad on the return, trying to go north-south or east-west again. He needs to start going a little bit more upfield because east-west is not working. North-south really need to start doing that. So first down, Patriots at roughly their own, looks like 18, or is that 19? It looks like 19-yard line. First down, Patriots. They're set up inside their own 20 again.
And you know, another aspect, special teams. White Knoll was winning on special teams as well.
Pretty much every aspect of this game tonight, White Knoll has excelled by far. 3:43 left in the half. Patriots first down inside their own 20. It's going to be a pass to the outside, incomplete, possibly a bad route. Johnson, intended receiver, falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Fort coming up.
2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
A rough night so far for the Patriot offense, and the defense has not fared much better. Fort just not had any answers. They had a good drive for 7, but it's just been no answers since then.
Other than that one drive, we haven't had it, and that was really just such a pivotal point there earlier here in the second quarter.
2 punts, the Patriots defense coming up, but it's just the adjustments White Knoll has been making on the fly have been flawless. Going to be handoff to Brown, and he is going to be wrapped up in the backfield, nowhere to go. Domenico Banks coming right up the middle and stuffing Brown in the backfield. A loss, looks like, of about 4 or 5. Helmet came off, so he's going to have to come out of the game. Naz really checking in. First third down for the Patriots tonight. So far, 1 of 4 on third downs. And a third and unmanageable 15 for the most part. So Patriots like to go up the middle of the field with some of these type of plays. Let's see what they come up here. 3 wides near side. That's Barry, Muhammad, and Johnson on the near side. You got Snyder on the outside, 1-on-1. Play clock under 10. Third and 15 for the Fort. Here's the snap. Watson dropping back. He's got some time over the middle. Incomplete. Drop past. That was intended for Johnson. He drops it. He's angry at himself. Even if he caught it, he's not going to get a first down. He was well covered. And again, the Patriots got the punt from inside their own 20. Barry coming back out. He's probably been the most active Patriot tonight with all the punts. 3:09 left in this half. 4th and 15 for the Fort. It's 34-0 White Knoll. Patriots have no answer so far.
34-7.
Correct, sorry, 34-7, my bad. Apparently I can't read. I mean, it feels like 34-0.
No, it really does.
Cunningham standing at his own 40. Perry gets the punt down. Line drive. It's going to get over Cunningham. It takes a Fort roll. Looks like one of my 3-woods in the fairway. It's going to be fielded at the White Knoll 33. Good coverage from the Patriots defense right there.
That's Davion
Brown doing everything tonight. He covers the punt, brings down Cunningham. So a great punt from Barry. Gets White Knoll back into their own territory inside their own 45. They're going to put him down at the White Knoll 41-yard line. They'll set up shop at their own 41 for their next drive. Patriots defense, anything we got right now. Dutch Fork up 17-14 at half as well. Did anybody know who they're playing? I don't know who they're playing.
I'm not sure, and boy, you better watch out for Dutch Fork now. They made the playoffs. Their quarterback is back after an injury for most of the season. They lost to this White Knoll team, but Dutch Fork, you know how they are in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been relatively well. Pass on the far side is going to be complete. All kinds of time and a first down for White Knoll. Sharp complete out to Walker. He's in Patriot territory and a first down for White Knoll inside the Patriot territory. Looks like the 46-yard line, first down, White Knoll.
You said it, all kinds of time. Again, the line of scrimmage for White Knoll, the offensive line giving them protection.
Also right planting the coverage, kind of a soft zone right there, and they found it. Snap, dropping back is Sharp, throws over until he slant line. Deflected by the wide receiver, and almost an interception of the Patriots. Jonathan Howard had a shot at that ball, and if he fields that, he's got all kinds of room the other way. Could have been a pick six.
That's exactly the kind of thing that we needed right there. That would have been wonderful for the Patriots.
It's a good pass on the far side, intended for Henderson. Had just all by himself, but a tad high and maybe a little bit harder than he expected, and it went right through his hands. Unfortunately, Howard couldn't come up and, that ball was close to the dirt, just couldn't get under his hands underneath it to make the interception. 2nd and 10 for the Timberwolves at the Patriot 46-yard line. Man in motion. It's going to be a keeper by the quarterback up the middle, all kinds of time. Good tackle by Marcus Moon with the tackle. He stops a first down. Landon Sharp, all kinds of room up the middle, gains roughly 6 to the Patriot 39. So a 3rd and short coming up now for White Knoll. They're 1 of 3 on 3rd down.
Just over 2 minutes to go to halftime. The quarterback has been a running asset for White Knoll for sure. It reminds me of the quarterback for Somerville, who definitely did some damage to us as well.
Dutch Fork's playing TL Hannah. Appreciate the comment on that in Mixler. Again, if you don't have the Mixler app, you can create a free account. You can chat with me in real time anytime I'm live. It's free, no charge. 3rd down, quarterback driving back. He's going to air one downfield, has a man open. It is caught. C.J. Earl, touchdown, White Knoll. And the defense just looking lost out there. 1:45 left in this first half. It's safe to say that could be the nail against the Patriots tonight.
Wow.
And we're not even at the halftime yet. It's 40-7. If you'd have told me White Knoll would have put up 40 on us in the first half, I would have taken by far the under. They have just looked like an absolute juggernaut.
They look like the region champs who've had an undefeated season and best season in school history. They are looking sharp.
Absolutely. Here's the extra point. Kick is up, and it is going to be good.
And that's
flag coming in late.
That's going to be a roughing the kicker there on the Patriots.
Yeah, just nothing going Patriots' way. At least we've got good company in the booth here tonight, that's for sure. But so far, the Patriots are not having good company out there at all.
Wow.
Appreciate you listening on Mixler. Also on Patriot TV on YouTube. Joe Grammer does a great job on that channel. Give him a like and a follow as well. reaching a broader audience, but the audience probably in shock as we are up here, Richard. Did not expect to see 41-7 with 1:45 in the half. Patriots have only been in White Knoll territory once tonight.
I'm not surprised necessarily that we were having a hard time on offense because that was to be expected. White Knoll's defense has led them to this perfect season, but right now the White Knoll offense is having their way.
Well, they scored 28 points last week. You're thinking of like, okay, maybe either the other team they were playing, just the offense, their defense is really good as well. It's like, okay, 28 points. If, Fort can hang in there and get some touchdowns on our defense should be able to do as well. Unfortunately, it's just not happened. Unbelievable tonight. I mean, I'm just up here just stunned. I don't really have any more words I can say about it.
Yeah, there's really no way to sugarcoat
no,
what's
there's
been
not.
happening in this first half.
5-yard penalty after the extra point running into the kicker. So, hey, another free 5 yards for Timberwolves. Again, they need it tonight.
And, man, White Knoll's sideline is fired up right now.
They are bouncing around, jumping. Their crowd is into it. They are just been efficient. I just don't have the words for it, Richard. I just don't.
I haven't seen a game like this all season for the Patriots.
We have
really.
not. Even that Grayson, Georgia game, I don't think it was this kind of a shock.
No, it was not.
Muhammad's going to field it roughly at his 4, going straight up the gut. He runs into a defender, and actually bull rush knocks him down. That's probably the best hit for the Fort tonight. It's on a return. So Muhammad gets roughly, I'd say about 12 or so on the return. First down, Patriots inside their own 20. Their field position tonight has just been horrible all night long.
And the time that we did have that good field position, we did not capitalize on it, and that was a key point earlier in the second quarter.
Absolutely.
For sure.
It was I believe, a 2-possession game at that point.
Yes.
And it is not that now. First down, Patriots. That looks like their own 19. Watson behind center. Here's the snap. It's going to be handoff to Brown, going straight up the gut. It's got a hold of the right side. He's going to have close to a first down. He's going to be brought down roughly towards the 30. Good run from Brown. He's going to have close to a first down. Looks like they did give him a first down. So it's a Stokes Miles, the first down Patriots.
Davion hardly ever goes down with the first guy that hits him.
He does not. He just bull rushes. He's a stout kid. He's very stout.
He's not a bowling ball.
He is. He's not a very big guy, but I'd say right now, you give him a football and he just turns into a bigger man.
That's why it would be great to have Ryan Campbell, because he's such a different kind of runner, a slasher, as opposed to Davion Brown. And unfortunately, Ryan hasn't been available the last week or again this week as he's not with the team.
That's a big loss for the Patriots, especially in a game like tonight where field position is going to be crucial. Davion Brown with a handoff, and looks like he is going to gain roughly 1. Good tackle on the interior. Marcus Dominic with the tackle. Second and long. Actually, it looks like did they lose one? I can't tell. They put them up, so a loss of 1. Inside a minute left in this first half, and the Patriots probably can't wait to get to the halftime.
I was going to say, you can tell the way things are going. The Patriots have all 3 of their timeouts, and it just looks like they want to get into halftime, and it's going to take some pretty epic coaching to get the team coming out here fired up for the second half when you're down 34.
Only need to run one more play, and that's going to be it. The clock is inside of 40 seconds. It's going to be a handoff again to Brown. He is going to be tackled from behind. Number 34, Nick Pierce with the tackle behind the line. Well, it looks like they may have gotten 1 roughly, but that's going to probably be it for the first half.
I'm almost surprised White Knoll isn't calling a timeout to force them to punt. And that looks like it's going to be.
And that is going to be it. The Patriot offense just going to take. It's a good point. I mean, you're already up 41-7. White Knoll, if they really wanted to, could probably call the timeouts. The way their offense has been explosive, 1 or 2 plays can easily put it in for 6. That's the end of the first half. And if you're a Patriot fan, it has not been much to cheer for. The Patriots are down 41-7 as we are done with the first half of football here from Joshua L. Torrance Memorial Fieldhouse. No answers for the Fort so far. We're going to step away for a few minutes. We're going to have former head coach and athletic director Steve LaPrade here in just a minute. You're listening to Patriot Football on Mixlr and also on Pearl TV on YouTube. So here at halftime, we are lucky to be joined by former head coach and athletic director Steve LaPrade, winningest coach in Fort Dorchester history. I'm going to hand over the mic to Coach LaPrade. And Richard, have it away with Mr. LaPrade.
Well, you know, Coach LaPrade had many conversations over the last couple of decades. Oftentimes after games, it was always better to talk to your coach when we had a W than a loss. And you were spirited during some losses as well. But how you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I wasn't a very good loser, was I?
It was more challenging to talk to you after a loss than after a win, for sure. So, hey, you know, just because we got a lot of people who are watching us on PEARLtvsc and then listening on Mixler, just tell everybody what you've been up to lately.
Yeah, it's good. You know, I'm working at the district office. I'm in charge of all the middle school athletics, help with the high school stuff, and then I'm over all physical education in the district. So it's been good. You know, I went from 200 miles an hour to 25 miles an hour. So it's been, you know, it's something to get used to. But, you know, a lot of things I didn't get to do. You know, I'm from the mountains originally, and, you know, me and my wife got to go to the mountains. I hadn't seen the leaves change in 45 years. So it's different. I mean, I miss this. Of course, this is my time of year. I'm a big playoff guy. That's what I think it's all about. So I'm not happy tonight, obviously. I want to see Fort Dorchester win. So this isn't a good thing, but, you know, it's been good. You know, I'm getting old, you know, so it was kind of a good thing. I'm not going to say I don't miss it, you know, and I've had some people try to get me to get back in it, so I don't know.
Well, then let me ask you. Well, let me ask you that. I mean, I know people have tried to. I mean, is there any chance that you're going to do that at some point, or are you right now just that's it? And I mean, what a great run! I mean, Steve LaPrade Field, the dedication and how awesome that was. But what do you think, Coach?
You know, I've been so fortunate, and you know, I've had so many good people around me, like you guys, and you know, since I have gotten out. And I've kind of watched from the side a little bit more. I can't believe how great a job all you guys and all my help and assistant coaches did over the years. We worked so hard. I mean, I told one of the guys over the district office today, matter of fact, I said, you guys got a deal. I said, let me tell you something. I said, all the people that were around me all those years at Fort Dorchester, I said, it's crazy. Y'all got a deal. I said, those guys should have got paid 10 times what they got, you know. And I said something to my son the other night, you know, about, I said, man, you guys did an unbelievable. He said, Dad, do you have any clue? He said, we didn't lose but one game since 2014 in the low country. He said, to get teenagers this day and time to do that, he said, that was remarkable. I said, well, I just want to tell you, you guys did an unbelievable job. So,
you did it, but you did as well. You did as well, Coach.
Well,
I mean,
it's easy when you got good people.
Well, what's the biggest difference for when you started as a head coach at Fort Dorchester to when it ended? I mean, just what's the biggest difference? You did it for so long, and
you know, when I first went to Fort Dorchester, I always felt like the aura at the school was we were the stepchild of Somerville, and you know, and it took me a while. I mean, you know, first when I went, you know, I remember showing up at Fort Dorchester and looking, and they had won 3 games the 2 previous years on varsity. They hadn't won a game on JV or a game on B team, and I'm like, wow, you know, and I'm going in there telling them, hey, we're going to win the state championship. So they didn't know how to win. You know, there's an art to winning and being able to handle winning and what you got to do, and mentally, they just weren't there. And that's the biggest difference. You know, over the years, our team and the fans and the coaching staff and the school, you know, if you don't get help from the school, your administration, it's unbelievable. I mean, you have no chance in 5A football if you don't get that back. And we had it, and you know, we had a great run. Obviously, had a lot of great players.
Yes,
I did. I was so fortunate.
In fact, you're going to go hang out with one of your former players soon at an NFL game, right?
It is. You know, John Simpson's with the Baltimore Ravens, and he called me Wednesday. You know, he's named captain. To be captain in the NFL is quite an honor. You know, because all those guys are so good. And he wanted me to come to the game Sunday, and I got a little middle school basketball tournament tomorrow I got to do. And I said, man, it's really going to be hard. I said, what if I come Thursday? They're playing the Cincinnati Bengals, which will probably be for the division championships. He said, man, that'd be great. So I'm I'm going to run up there at Baltimore Thursday and watch him play. It'll be fun. I've got to do that. I never got to go to any college games. I never got to go to an NFL game. I went to 2 Pro Bowls and a Super Bowl.
I was going to ask you that since the last time that we had the coaches show and you were on, you've been to the Super Bowl.
I have. I was lucky enough to have one on both teams at the Super Bowl. I went to a South Carolina game this year. I hadn't got to see the Carry On or any of my guys play. We had so many Division I guys and Division II guys, and I never got to see them. I went to Newberry last weekend. We got 3 guys, Damari Joyner and Keith Teshishar and Dwayne Wright. They're starting for Newberry. I went and watched them. So, that part's been really cool for me. It's a part of my life I've never got to do.
It gives you some perspective on just all the influence. I mean, you talk about family, and I know you've had a lot of time with family, but the football family, and you see those guys playing on the college and then the pro level and just over the years. I mean, that gives you some chance to sit back and appreciate just what the success the program's had.
It does, and it's not easy. Those guys worked really hard, and it's just so much to be a successful program and to stay on top like we did. It takes so many people. It's hundreds of people.
How do you describe to people the journey from getting there and building it to get to the top and then trying to stay there year after year when you show up to play a team, you're their game of the year?
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard early because we weren't very good, and the people, they were good people at Fort Dorchester, but they didn't know how to be successful. And it took educating them, not only our team, but really the whole faculty and the community. It's always been hard at Fort Dorchester because we don't have a town.
Right.
It's an area, and but we got our little wall now. We got our little area. They're proud of it. I know they're upset tonight because, I tell people when you get used to winning, it's hard not to win. I think Clemson's going through it right now. It's hard.
What do you say? I mean, over the years, you didn't have it a whole lot, but what do you say if you put your coaching hat on for a second? What do you say to a team when they're down 34 at halftime and they're looking at the end of their season, but they still have another half to play and they still want to think that they can get back in this game?
You're Fort Dorchester. Fort Dorchester, nobody beat you 41-7 at halftime. You're Fort Dorchester. Play like Fort Dorchester. Get your butt back out there, fight, and see if we can make a game out of this thing. There's a lot of pride, there's a lot of time, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who have driven up here to Columbia. Look out there in the stands. They're used to winning. They don't like this. I can't remember the last time we got knocked out in the second round. This is not good, so, but they're going to have to reevaluate the program and get it going. We got to get this thing going.
I enjoyed our conversations when we did the Fort Dorchester High School Coaches Show. I mean, I really enjoyed getting your insight, whether you were grumpy, which wasn't that often. Most of the time it was coming after a W and stuff.
Yeah.
But, the last time we did the show was the last win getting you to the state championship where we'd lose to Dutch Fork. But at that moment, did you have any idea that would be the last time that you would be coaching for the Fort?
No. I still felt like I had a few years left in me. It's just some things, administratively, and I don't want to go into it.
Sure.
It just wasn't. It wasn't like it was. And I love these kids and I love the program, but it was just too many things going on, and I just felt like it's probably time for me to hit the road.
And you got a lot of kids who are still on this team that you coached.
I do. This is my team. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Got a comment here.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear me in the
Sure.
podcast. Class of 22 online. This is playing for Steve, and Joey's still Brent. So, class of 22 representing tonight for
Some
you guys.
Patriots listening online.
Yeah, man. That's 22. That's a heck of we had a heck of a team. Well, all of our teams were good. There's a bunch of I enjoy seeing those guys. That's what coaching's all about. Seeing those guys and they come back and they're. I went out to eat last night, and a guy that had played for me, 28, 30 years ago, he came up and he still remembered one thing that I did for him. Not like
But sometimes though you talk about how you can't see the trees because you're in the middle of the forest, and we talked so many times that if you're playing around Thanksgiving, you're having a great year, and it just is such a dominant part of your life. Now that you've had a chance to step away, has it just increased that appreciation? And you see, it's almost like holding court that people come up saying, "Coach Pratt, it's great to see you, great to talk to you."
It is. That part's great because like I told you, there's so many. Boy, Coach Pratt. It ain't Coach Pratt. There's so many. There's hundreds of people that had something to do with us, the success we've had each year. It's just it was remarkable. And I miss that part.
I was going to say, do you? Because like as a radio guy, when I listen to the radio, I'm listening to the commercials on the announcer. As a former coach, when you sit in the stands, it's just you're still got that coaching view.
It's hard for me to watch a game. I'm diagramming everything, and try to be positive and all. So, so it was a great run. I really enjoyed it, and I want to see these guys win. I want to see this school. Obviously I'm kind of there to help all three schools now, but my love is this place.
Well, how great is it though to see Steve LaPratt Field and that incredible field at Bagwell Stadium?
I told people I'm glad they named the field after me, not a urinal. So,
we're saving the urinal for Ralph Nolan. We're saving that for. Let me ask you just about the family. Now when you get a chance to step away, because you know how overwhelming the coaching life is, it must be great to be spending time with the kids, the grandkids. You got a son who's coaching at Oceanside, just to hang out with all, to have some free time in the mountains. What a great life. To really get to do that.
It's good. There's a lot. I tell people I go to a lot more funerals than I do weddings anymore. So you got to try to enjoy yourself, and that's the part. I don't say I missed it. Because I did, and it was so much fun, having these guys. They were like my family, but, it's so different, I watch Jeopardy, and I look down, and it's 7:30 or 8, and I'm like, golly, feels like it's midnight. I've never had that much time.
How long did it take you to get on a normal schedule to feel that?
I'm still not there. I can't believe that I go eat supper every day, and I go to work at a certain time, and I get off at a certain time. It's crazy. It's crazy, I usually eat 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. It's that part, and I can't say that I like that part yet. It's good. You kind of get more done, but
I know you're excited to see Brent over there at Oceanside having such a great year.
It is. It's good. He's seen, and it's good. That part's good. He's always been with me, and I won a lot of ball games because of Brent. But it's good to see him do his own thing. When I go down there, it's hilarious. Everybody goes, "Hey guys," no. It's Brent's thing. Leave Brent alone. He's good.
And there's only one other person who can say that they know what it feels like to be Coach LaPratt, and that's the interim coach, Josh Smith. Just from the outside looking in, how do you think this year is going? They went 6-3.
He's done a heck for you. Let me tell you something. It's tough.
That's hard. You stepped into a situation like that.
I did, and the way I had to step out, and it dumped a lot on these guys, the kids, the program, everything, and it's been hard for them, and I've really tried to. Yesterday was the first time that I was down that intertown at the middle school, and I said, I'm going to go down there and watch them go through walkthroughs. That's the first practice I've been to. I've really tried to stay out of Josh's way and try to stay out of Taryn Ford's way, the new AD, and if they need me, they know I'm a call away, but I've tried to stay out of the way as much as I can.
Well, and it's kind of ironic that when you have the district office, going back to the very beginning of your coaching career, you've got that view of Coach McKissick, the statue right outside your window.
That's what I tell people. I've been standing behind him for a long time. So my office, the whole back of my office is a window, and I look right through the uprights at the field, and it's different, but heck, I was there for 25 years. I tell everybody I was at Somerville longer than anybody that's at Somerville was at Somerville.
Well, and you see Ian Rafferty, former Fort Dorchester guy, doing a good job over there.
We talk, and then the new coach at Asher Ridge, Coach Jeff Tate, he's done a
great
job.
Yep.
And I'm enjoying, and it's good. I get around and get to talk to them a little bit, meet some of the other players, and all that. So it's that part's been interesting. I work with Tyrone Drakeford, the district AD, old NFL guy. We laugh all day long. We have a great time. We share an office, and we have we have a good time.
It's great to see you, and it looks like you're doing great, and having time to spend with the family, and just appreciating getting away from it all and stuff. And just when it comes to Dorchester County athletics, there's John McKissick and there's Steve LaPrade. And you know, I mean, it is well deserved, and it has been my honor to do this with you for so many decades, and it's just great to see you out here. And I appreciate you taking the time to come up and talk to us, because I've been missing my conversations with you, Coach.
I know this. You know, the radio called me the other night, so now I got a little radio thing. I get on there, and I got lucky and told them who was going to win about 2 weeks ago. So now they think I'm the guy that used to do all the gambling bets. They think I'm the guy. So I got lucky 1 week. But great talking to you guys. You got a great job. I'm glad.
Ralph does a great job.
Ralph needs to quit doing what he's doing and go into this. But one thing he can't take 2 weeks off like he's done the last 2 weeks.
See, he's got life calling him.
I know. Yeah. Ralph does a great job.
Steve, buddy.
And he's another reason. He was always there for me too. Appreciate you guys.
It is so great to see you, buddy.
Right, man.
Thanks, you. Yeah, Coach Steve LaPrade, he's here at the game, and just Coach LaPrade over the decades, you know, really has been such a huge thing in Dorchester County sports. And like I said, there's John McKissick and there's Steve LaPrade when it comes to Dorchester County, and that was great to catch up with him and hear from him about what life is like and his perspective on football now and everything before and since. Thanks again, Coach. Appreciate it, bud.
Yeah, we still miss seeing him. I'll tell you right now, though, everything is going well for him. He definitely has taken this program to a level that when I first started coming to this, I've been a part of Fort Dorchester Athletics since 1997 as a baseball player, a JV coach, a baseball announcer, now doing this broadcast. I live and bleed blue and silver. But I'll tell you right now, just seeing where Steve, when he took over the program, because you remember, it came from tragedy.
Yes.
Losing Coach Bagwell.
He stepped into a tough situation.
He did, in a program that was still very much in its infancy and was kind of a doormat for most schools in the area.
Well, I'd like to hear his description about how it felt like Fort Dorchester was the redheaded step.
Well, not a lot to talk about. Watson is 2 of 7 for 32 yards. Riffer was 0 for 2 with an interception. Davion Brown, 12 carries, 59 yards. Watson also carried for 5 times for 15 yards. And we got Johnson, 1 reception for 19 yards. And then we've got Snyder, 1 reception for 13 yards. And that's it. That is it.
Yeah, there is not much to talk about when it comes to the Patriot offense, and the defense has been, up against the wall the whole time. And it was interesting to hear also from Coach LaPrade about what he would say to the team in a situation like this. Like, you're Fort Dorchester. Play like Fort Dorchester. I mean, he built up a program and a certain level of expectation, and that's what his message would be to the team. And I also love the fact that he mentioned about Coach Smith, about how good a job he's done to step into a tough situation, the team, the staff, and everybody. And so it's just that they're Fort Dorchester. And now here we go into a second half where we're down 34. Let's see if we play some Patriot football.
Need to play some type of football, because right now the football we played in the first half is not the team we've seen all season. I believe, the first couple of possessions were just shell-shocked. And White Knoll has taken advantage of every opportunity tonight and then some. So, just deadly efficient on passing. And a lot of the passes they've completed, no one's been around it. The coverages have not been there, been broken coverages. You did have a trick play in there. Okay, that happens from time to time, whatever. You throw that one out, whatever. But you know what? You gave up multiple touchdowns even after a trick play. So the Patriot defense just got to get any type of stop. And the offense just got to figure out something tonight, get some coverage, or get some coverage for Watson, protection. Right now, White Knoll is going to get the ball to start this second half, up 41-7. After the halftime is now officially over, Aguilar set to kick. And here we go. Ball set up at the 40. Toe to leather, end over end. It's going to be fielded roughly at about the 16-yard line, going straight up the middle. And a big hole for the return man, still on his feet, getting past the 40, into the 40, almost to the 45-yard line. Big return, so immediately right after first play, big gain, and now they've got you're almost at the 50-yard line, relative with a short field right now, first down.
You know, one thing Coach Smith has talked about all season long is how special teams is 33% of the game, and we talked about Fort Dorchester on offense and on defense. Even on special teams, we've seen White Knoll winning on special teams as well.
I don't think there's been an aspect of this game they have not won so far. 11:50 just left in this third quarter, just starting the second half. White Knoll coming out, 41-7 lead. Sharp in the backfield, got a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and a big hole, and then some. It's going to be a first down into Patriot territory. It's a name we've said many times tonight. Tyron Fanning gets a first down for the Timberwolves. He's inside the Patriot 39, and they're going hurry up. Again, going to be a drop back for the quarterback. Now he's pressured. He's going to dump it off to Fanning in the flat. He's going to get inside. It looks like to the Patriot 35. So nothing downfield. Just kind of checked it down, touts it out to his running back, and he gets positive yardage on first down. And it looks like they may be going hurry up again.
Yeah, White Knoll is not going to let their foot off the gas here to make sure that Fort Dorchester can't get back into this game, and they're already down to the Patriot 35.
Absolutely not. If you've got a team down, you just keep them down. Second down, White Knoll. Handoff to Fanning going right side. He's got another hole to go through. He's close to the 30. Gets wrapped up and brought down. Roe Parson among the Patriots on the tackle. I believe that was also Chaz Mitchell in on the tackle as well. So a third down for the Timberwolves. It's going to be third and short. Looks like third and about one. They are 1 of 4 on third down. So third down efficiency has been a little bit of a problem, but they've not had a lot of third downs tonight.
Be nice to get a stop here for the Patriots, even though it's 4 down.
It's going to be 4 down territory,
sure,
most likely. That's a good point, Richard. Timberwolves taking their time. They'll have 3rd and 1 coming up. Patriots almost jumped off sides. Good job by the line to hold on their side. Going to be handoff again now to number 10. That's Kimball. He's going to get a first down and more. He gets inside the page. Close to the 20. And first down for the Timberwolves, close to the Patriot 20. So how many plays? You're already in the red zone.
And you got to wonder what Coach Smith's message was to the Patriots at halftime, down 34, and coming out here. Because, I mean, again, like what Coach LaPrade said there when we talked to him at halftime about your Fort Dorchester, step up here and play Patriot football. But, you know, White Knoll, again, undefeated region champs and playing like it tonight.
They have been by far the better team so far tonight. First down, Timberwolves at the Patriot 20. Quick out to the far side. That's going to be complete. That is number 1. That's C.J. Earl, who had the last touchdown for the Timberwolves near the end of the first half. He's going to get positive yardage. Looks like close to the 12-yard line. So second down, Timberwolves at the Patriot 12. So it's like 2nd and 2 coming up. 9:55 left in this third quarter. 41-7 White Knoll.
It's hard to believe when you even say that.
I don't like saying it, but unfortunately I've got to call it as I see it.
Definitely not what was expected, and it's just, it's hard to believe at the moment. But
Fanning going to the left side with a handoff. He's going to get a first down. A flag coming in from the far side. Hopefully it's going to be a hold. Tion Fanning, who has had a great game so far tonight for the Timberwolves. See what the flag is going to be. Not a lot of penalties so far in this game. I believe if this is a hold, this is I think the 3rd holding on White Knoll. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Veterans Day, Veterans Weekend coming up. Tomorrow's Veterans Day.
There's some big college football games tomorrow too, man.
Oh boy, yes there are. And today is
That's
the
right.
birthday. Happy birthday to the Marine Corps. Thank you, Coach Bernanke, who's in the press box with us. Staying warm. It's a little chilly outside. Richard, I think we're pretty lucky to be able to have nice accommodations tonight.
I'm saying this is look. Hey, thank you for inviting me to hang out with you during your broadcast. As Coach LaPrade said, you do a fantastic job, and this is such a great added bonus to Fort Dorchester football.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Richard, you're doing such a great job. I might have to recruit you to help out with some games next year, because I'll tell you right now, this has been one of the funnest broadcasts I've had so far, even though the score is definitely not what we want.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The company's great, though. Thank you.
It's been fun doing this, but the game hasn't been.
Second and long for White Knoll. Now I pass to the far left side. Got a man. It's caught. And it's a touchdown, White Knoll. C.J. Earl again with another touchdown. And now the lead out to 47-7.
That was a dime
by
the quarterback for White Knoll, just throwing that in the perfect spot. That was actually pretty well covered, too.
It was well covered, but unfortunately a perfect throw and a perfect catch into the corner, and there's not much you can do about a perfect. It's usually going to get you some points or some big yards. Extra point coming up, 9:21 left in this third quarter. And now an official timeout as
hash marks.
Moving it to the left hash mark. Are they going for 2?
And there's the Sega Genesis replay on their scoreboard here in the stadium, which is crazy.
What is the point rule for running clock? Is it 42 points?
42. Yes, it is.
This is going to make it 42 right here. They're going for 2 right now to make it 42 points.
And that would make a running clock. It looks like they are going for 2.
They are. Here's the snap. Going to be thrown over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. You know, as much as I like teams going for that, I'd say right now, I don't know, up 40, going for 2. I think that's a little tacky. But, you know, if you're the other team, you want running clock, because guess what? Running clock means less plays, less wear and tear on your team.
Exactly. They're already starting to think about next week when they're going to be hosting the winner of the Sumter-Stratford game, which right now Stratford's got the lead in that one. So.
Hold on, let's bring that up. I'm not sure if that's actually.
Sumter's got the lead
Sumter,
that game at Stratford.
You're right. That is Sumter currently in the third quarter up 20-6 on Stratford. Somerville, as we expected, all over Berkeley. Third quarter 34-7. And West Ashley getting back into the game. It's 28-21 in the fourth quarter, so West Ashley showing some fight. They were down, I believe, 28-7 at one point in this game. So they've rallied back.
Well, there you go to start the second half. You get a big kickoff return. White Knoll goes right down the field, puts more points on the board.
It's just been it's been a machine. We've said it multiple times tonight. I hate reiterating the same fact, but it's just not. You just can't sugarcoat it, Richard. Here comes the kick. It's gonna be over toward. Let's see. That's Snyder, and he looks like he fell on his own. So no return.
That's right there indicative of how things feels like they've gone tonight.
That is 100%. It looked like there was some indecision on who was going to take that kickoff as well. Like, you got it, I'll take it, and no return. So Patriots setting up shop again at their own 20. They have been pretty much pinned in their own territory all night long. First down, Patriots at their own 20. Is that a new? Nope, that is Watson. I'm sorry. So Watson, you got Brown in the backfield. Snap. Watson dropping back. He's going to throw far side. It's going to be almost intercepted. Oh, boy, that could have been a pick six. James Smith read that play, jumped the route, had all day by himself, and it drops it. So a lucky break for the Fort, not giving up a defensive touchdown.
That was a pick six right there, tailor-made for White Knoll. Fortunately, he dropped that ball.
Probably a case of I'm trying to run before I catch it. Luckily for the Fort, it's an incomplete pass. Perfectly read by Smith there, who jumped the route. 2nd and 10 Fort. It's going to be a handoff to Brown coming near side. Patriots going right to left. It's going to get close to the 25, so good yardage for Brown there. He gets 5 yards, one of his better gains of the night.
You know, one thing you're not going to see, Davion Brown is going to give it everything he's got every time he touches that ball. Every time he's on the field, because you've already seen him make a tackle on special teams too. So
senior running back, 5'5", $190, but I'll tell you right now, he runs harder than $190.
You know, and that's a good point that you just made. He's a senior, and for seniors, they're looking at this as the last time they're going to put on a Patriot uniform.
Quite possible, and you are true. And speaking of a former high school athlete, in your senior year, there's nothing worse when your last game is over and you realize that's it. It's over. 3rd and 5 for the Fort. Watson with the snap. Got time. It's going to be thrown out into the flat and complete to a seldom used target of number 31, Jamari Allen, the tight end.
That might be his first reception of the season.
It possibly is. Unfortunately, he's going to be tackled short of a first down. If you're the Fort, well, it looks like they are not.
I was wondering if they were going to go for it, a 4th and 3 from their own 28, and they decided to go ahead and put Jalen Berry in for another punt.
Berry is going to punt. That was a very good question to ask right there. 8 minutes left in the third, 47-7 White Knoll. Class 22, I agree, sir. Mixed on that, but I get it. Also, all gas, no brakes, my guy. I understand, you want to get to running clock because you want to save the wear and tear on your team, but I think it's a little tacky, but
Well, I hadn't actually even thought of that as a possibility.
yeah, I know. And a flag down. Looks like it's going to be a procedure penalty against the Patriots.
And man, they are getting pressure on our punts like crazy.
Everything. It's pressure on anything right now.
But if you and I, when we were driving up here today, had said that there would be a possibility that they get the running clock rule on the Patriots, I would think
no
way.
No,
There was
absolutely
no way
not.
that was going to happen.
I would probably lose, and I'm not a betting man, but I probably lost a few paychecks from work thinking about that. Barry set the punt after the penalty, backs the Patriots up 5. Cunningham standing at midfield to receive. Here's the snap. Pressure and blocked again by White Knoll. Second block. Number 10, Jaden Kimball blocks it. You get one block, it happens, but a second block, somebody's got to pick up a person.
Well, and that shows you what's been happening at the line of scrimmage right there.
Well, I think we're going to be in running clock pretty soon here in just a second, Richard. First down, White Knoll inside the looks like at the Patriot 10 yard. So it's first and goal. Just got a stat in for that 59 yards in the first half. That puts Davion Brown over 1,000 yards for the season for Davion. So a good senior season, who has been one of the workhorses of the Patriot offense all season long.
What a great year he's had, though, running back for the Patriots. And what a great year really the Patriots have under tough conditions, going 6-3 and getting here to the second round. I mean, right now it's a disappointing ending, but it's still in the third.
Handoff up the middle. That's number 5, DJ Dangle. Ball is on the ground. Fumble. Let's see who's got it. Patriots saying they have it. Moon comes out with the ball.
Yes.
And they have it. Patriots with a turnover for the first time tonight. And that is not Moon with the ball. That looks like number 12. That's Jonathan Howard with the recovery. So first defensive break for the Patriots tonight. So unfortunately it comes with a down 40. But we'll take any break we can get at this point. 34-7 now, Somerville all over Berkeley. I think we can call that going to be a final here pretty soon. Still checking it. And Carolina Forest has apparently defeated West Ashley 28-21.
So Carolina Forest will get the winner of the
Somerville-Berkeley, isn't it?
The Somerville-Berkeley game. Yeah, at Somerville, and with Somerville rolling, it looks like Somerville's going to be hosting Carolina Forest next Friday.
Davion Brown with the first run on first down there. It gets some positive yards. Gets close to the 14-yard line. It's going to set up about a 2nd and 5 coming up. 6:52 left in this third quarter. Patriots are down 47-7, and I'm sorry to keep saying that, but unfortunately I've got to just tell you like it is. Second down, Patriots. Watson dropping back. Has time now. He's going to flush out of the pocket. He's going to fire it downfield. One-on-one coverage. It's going to be incomplete. Snyder had it, but going down to the ground, had it ripped out of his hands. It's incomplete. That ball would have been caught at roughly midfield. Would have been by far the biggest gain of the night on the air. And it brings up third down Fort from their own 14-yard line.
Well, Watson's got a shotgun for an arm, man, when he rifles that ball in there like that. And Multi has been, what a great year he's had as well.
Yes, that was a good throw. Watson's been, it's really unusual watching a left-handed quarterback. You're just not used to seeing, it reminds you of like Steve Young.
But it reminds me of Paul Cianciolo back in the day for Fort Dorchester as a lefty who went on to play at Penn State.
That's true.
That just shows you I've been around the program a really long time. I don't have the gray hair that LaPrade does, but
talking about side notes about Paul, and we're going to get a little off topic here, but I covered him. He was a baseball pitcher as well. But watching him throw a pitch as a baseball pitcher was almost painstaking to the eye because it was all upper body, no lower body. It was like statue and then throw. But if I remember correctly, a game at Somerville, and I'm going back. I didn't do road games. I've been a PA announcer since 2001. I believe he pitched an extra inning game at Somerville where Fort won. If there's anybody in chat who's around that time frame listening, please let me know if I'm wrong or not. But I do believe he defeated Somerville at Somerville. I think it might have been a 9-inning game. I could be wrong on that, though.
And that, again, also shows that you're getting old, too. Been around Fort Dorchester.
I've been around
decades.
Patriot baseball since 1997. I was a 4-year letterman, pitcher, and first baseman. And I actually started PA announcing while I was a player. There was one time I was scheduled to not play, and we didn't have anybody to announce the game. So I was in uniform in the press box doing the public address. That's how much of a trooper I was, or still am. Let's just say that right now. Let's not use it past tense. It's present tense.
This is such a great addition to Fort Dorchester football, and the work that you put into it is really cool.
third down for the Patriots. Watson dropping back. He's got pressure from the backside. He's going to be almost brought down. He's going to be thrown in the flat to Barry. It's going to be knocked down by number 10, Jaden Kimball, who we've said that name multiple times. Watson was lucky enough to get that throw away, but also kind of lucky enough that it was also intercepted.
Again, line of scrimmage, no time for Watson to throw at their pressure on the quarterback. The line of scrimmage really, on both sides of the ball, White Knoll has just been dominating.
Probably trying to make something happen with his arm right there, but that's probably a time you just need to cut your losses and try to get what you can, but nothing was downfield. There's a few holes up the middle, but let's see if we can get a punt off without being blocked. Barry standing in his end zone. Here's the snap. Gets a good kick off. Cunningham standing at his 44. He's going to field a fair catch at the 45-yard line. So, again, White Knoll plus starting position at the Patriot 45, Richard.
Another short field for White Knoll. That's been a theme tonight for sure.
Class of 22. Did you play baseball with Mike Silver? He coached me in baseball for Mr. Silver was a couple of years after me. I graduated in 2000. I believe Mike Silver graduated in either 01 or 02. But I was definitely part of the program as a announcer back then. I know Mike very well. I see him on social media. I haven't talked to him in person in a while, but talking about those times at Patriot Baseball, we were one of the top programs in the area. We've fallen on hard times recently, but Coach Hasselbeck hopefully can bring up something for us this season with the new coach and coaching staff. First down, White Knoll. It's going to be a run to the left side, close to the 40-yard line, gain of about 4. Patriots are saying they've got the ball. Patriots come out with the ball.
Refs are going to talk about this.
This is interesting. No one signaled anything, but Patriots come out with the ball. That's Jaden Acevedo coming out, but it looks like they're going to say he was down. Hold on. What do we got going on?
Yeah, another fumble.
It's first down Patriots. So a back-to-back turnovers for the Timberwolves. First couple of times they've had some blemishes tonight.
I think the officials actually didn't see the fumble, and they kind of discussed it, and we had the ball, so, possession is 9/10 of the law, so...
I mean, from our vantage point, I couldn't see it either, and nobody signaling, but all of a sudden I just see Acevedo coming out with the ball. So first down Patriots from their own 40. Hey, some field position for once for the Patriots tonight. Even though you're still in your own 40, but it's at this point, that feels like we're at the other team's 40. First down Patriots. Watson behind center. It's going to be it's going to be a keeper on the RPO. He's going to run right into his one lineman now, cutting right side. Gets roughly 4, maybe 3 out to the 43, so a lot of effort to gain 3, and that's what it is. Third gain of 3, so positive yards for Watson on the run. Second down Patriots from their own 43.
Again, line of scrimmage for White Knoll, getting penetration in the backfield, even though it was a design run for Watson.
Good play from Watson. He had 15 yards rushing so far. Drop back for Watson. Now he's getting flushed out. Turning near side. He's going to be caught from behind, but he's going to get the throwaway. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for Monty Johnson. Almost intercepted by Devin Geronimomi.
You know what you're seeing? Watson is running for his life, and there's not any really open receivers for the Fort at the same time. It's a bad combination there.
The defensive backs and safeties have done an absolutely outstanding job covering the wide receivers, something that Fort has not really had trouble with passing attempts. And Watson is a very capable quarterback throwing on the run. I've seen several plays this season and games I've done on the road where he's been flushed out and on the run throwing dimes to his receivers. But the coverage has just been outstanding tonight. Third down and long for the Patriots. They're 1 of 6 on third down. Watson dropback's going to be a screen pass to Davian Brown up the middle. He's going to be hit at roughly his 47. He's going to be short of the first down. Now working through another tackle. Goes to the far side. Patriots working right to left. He's tackled over near the White Knoll sideline. He's going to be short. It looks like they're going to give him the 40. We'll wait for the ball to be put down. Looks like it's going to be 47 yard line.
Again, it took multiple White Knoll guys to get him down on that pass.
He's just a workhorse, man. He's just it's been fun to watch him play his entire career. So fourth down for the Patriots. They're on 46. They're going to go for it. They've got to get to midfield. At this point, there's really nothing to lose for the Fort. 5:15 left in the third quarter. 3 wides for the Fort. Brown in the backfield. It's like they're going to try to draw White Knoll off sides. They have no reason to jump in. It looks like we're going to have our first timeout of the game, and it's going to be taken by the Patriots. So Coach Smith calls timeout. Do you think the Somerville officials and everything would have issues with music being played right now during the play? Just saying, the noisemaker thing. That's just me.
Well, it looks like Somerville's going to be hosting Carolina Forest next week. And it looks like as far as Sumter right now leading Stratford, so Sumter will be coming up here to take on White Knoll.
Class of 22 to chat for us. This is going out to you, Richard. My dad says he misses Taylor and Todd on 96 Wave.
Speaking of old, well, thank you very much for that. That was a time in the Low Country that was absolutely awesome. The 90s and 96 Wave, so thanks for the kind words. Appreciate a very good time, and sun seems maybe too intense for younger listeners.
I still have a glass in my kitchen that says has 96 Wave on it. My girlfriend, we were going through moving into we bought a house last year. She was packing up stuff, trying to get rid of stuff. I looked her dead in the face and said, "You will not get rid of that glass."
I have so many 96 Wave T-shirts and other memorabilia. I'm never getting rid of that stuff, man.
Oh, some of the things we do miss in the Low Country. Fourth down, Patriots from their own 47. Got to get to midfield. Brown with a run up the middle. Looks like he's going to get past midfield, and that's going to be a Stokes Mazda first down. Still trucking. Finally being stopped. So one of the best runs of the night for Davion. He gets to the White Knoll, looks like 44-yard line. And a Stokes Mazda first down, Patriots.
He has been the bright spot on the offense tonight.
Absolutely. Naz Ridley looks like he's checking in to give Brown a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, Davion has really been the workhorse, getting 24 carries last week, and he's probably right around there this week.
He had a great game.
And going over 1,000 yards for the season.
Bucks fan says, I still have the newspaper when we first ever beat Somerville in football. I still have that one, too, and I also have the one when we first ever beat them in baseball as well.
I remember that.
We tore down the goalpost, baby.
I remember that. That was Bagwell's time.
First down, Patriots. Ridley with the run. His first carry of the night, and a flag coming in. And that looks like in the area of holding. Good run from Ridley. He gets to the White Knoll 40, but I believe this is probably going to come back. Let's see what the white hat signals. Oh, it's a face mask they're signaling. Okay, so a little bit of some extra yards. It's going to be a 5-yard face mask against White Knoll. So 5 yards added on. That's going to be also another Stokes Mazda first down at the White Knoll 34-yard line. So sustained drive for the Fort so far in this drive. Clock now running. 4:46 left in the third. Patriots trail 47-7. I really don't like saying that.
I know.
First down. Ridley still in the backfield. He's going to get the – nope, Watson's going to keep it on the RPO, and he is wrapped up. Number 18, Lincoln Ugenla, if I can talk. Alunga, there we go. I'm looking at I needed some help from the PA guy in there. Alunga with a great tackle, just wrapped up the jersey for Ridley and brought him down. And that's going to be a loss of about 2.
You know, and you think about it, talking to Coach LaPratt at halftime and just thinking back, you mentioned the first time we beat Somerville with Coach Bagwell. There haven't been a lot of games like this for the Patriots in a very, very long time.
Absolutely. Second and long for it. Watson flushed out, throws over the middle, incomplete. Little wide receiver dump off, or correction. That was intended for Monty Johnson. We've not said the wide receiver names at all tonight because there's just not had enough time for them to be open anywhere.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we haven't said Monty Johnson, Multi-Snyder, Jalen Berry with receptions. It just hasn't been that much.
I mean, one of the best receptions we've had all night, and that went to Jamari Allen, your tight end, who rarely we've seen passes to the tight ends all season long. Third down and 11 for the Fort. I think it's safe to say it's definitely 4-down territory. If you don't get it here, you think?
Down 40, yes.
4:01 left in the third. Brown back in the game. High snap. Watson palms it. He's going to try to escape a would-be sack. He's flushed out to the far side. Now he airs one. Kind of a wounded duck. Not much he can do. He gets hit as he throws. That's the tough part of running to your right, being a lefty. You've got to reset and try to put anything on that. He gets just drilled.
He is running for his life.
He is. Fourth down Fort at the White Knoll 36-yard line. So
4th and 11.
We've seen a lot of fourth downs tonight for the Fort, unfortunately, and it's just not things been going on. Class of 22, never lost to the Ville. B team 20, 21, and 22 in varsity. Fourth down, Patriots. Snap, Watson dropping back. Airs it over the middle, deep downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for Monty Johnson. One of the few times he actually got behind the defenders tonight.
We have a late flag coming in.
Do we have a flag? And we do have a flag down. Interesting to see what this is going to be.
Monty Johnson, that ball was landed perfectly between 4 defenders, and it was in his hands, but the defender stripped it out. But then the late flag in the end zone.
Potentially pass interference. Let's see what we got going on here. White hat signals.
Now they're waving it off.
Nope, no penalty. Incomplete pass. It's personal foul against White Knoll, so it's probably a dead ball foul, so it's not going to matter. Patriots are going to have to they're going to turn it over on downs. First down, Timberwolves. Wade said, hopefully we can get back together on track with whoever is the coach. We have the talent as long as they stay. Yep, and retention, and got to rebuild. We're talking about football or baseball, sir? I mean, football, I think we're going to be fine.
Well, that's the first question. It's the interim tag.
It is
for Josh
interim
Smith. Is that going to be removed, and he's going to become the permanent coach? And again, we've got a great core coming back, and young Patriots there, JV-wise coming up and stuff. So, I mean, again, the future looks great for Fort Dorchester football. Just a tough present right now.
JV with a great season, by the way, on football. I know they won their region. I'm trying to remember their record. JV going 9-1 this season on the junior varsity campaign, winning the region. So we've got the talent there. And, each year, I don't think the Patriots rebuild. I think we reload.
That's what it's been like for quite a while, yes.
First down, White Knoll. Inside their own 20. Dropping back quarterback, firing far side. Has a man open, complete. That's number 8, Austin Cunningham. Unlike Fort, they've had time, and their receivers have had all kinds of time to make catches, because every time these catches happen, no one's within 3 or 4 yards. It's almost like soft zones, and each time they're just getting burned.
Again, line of scrimmage, giving the quarterback tons of time, and you're right, the receivers are open. Those are both things that we can't say for the Patriot offense.
Just the eye test, I'm looking at the offensive line. That is a massive offensive line for White Knoll. Snap, first down, White Knoll. Can't see who the run is. I believe that's a run to number 23. And they're going to say the ball was down. Patriot came out with the ball afterwards, but I believe it said it was down. So a short gain up the middle. And second down. Actually, it's like a gain of close to 4, so not a bad gain for the Timberwolves. They'll have second down at their own, looks like 35-yard line. So we need those bright lines at Steve LaPratt Field to be able to tell where the hash marks are, Second down, Timberwolves. 3 wides for them, running back in the backfield. Snap, play fake, going to be out to the outside to Cunningham again. Caught it, then fumbled it out of bounds. But it's going to be a first down for the Timberwolves. And that play has been open almost all night. Just a short little out route, and they just get a first down on it with ease. That's at the Timberwolf 44, so they'll set up shop. First down again. I wish I knew how many first downs they've had tonight. It's been plentiful. Actually, I tell you, they might not have had that many because they've had short fields and touchdowns pretty quickly as well. First and 10. Going to be a handoff going up the middle. This Fanning are going straight up to the left side. He gets close to midfield. Might have gotten into Patriot territory. I think they're going to give him the 50. Good run of about 6. Second down coming up from midfield.
And, in fact, what might have been the longest drive of the night for White Knoll was the first drive of the second half, because they had so many short fields in the first half when the Fort couldn't move the ball and had some bad punts and bad field position.
Unbelievable. I think they've only started in their own side of the field maybe twice tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's really been crazy how they've won the field position game and what a difference that has made in this game. Because there was that moment there in the second quarter when the Patriots were down 20-7 and had the ball to try to make it a one-possession game, and then that seemed right there to be the turning point of the game.
Second and 4, and it looks like we have a timeout, White Knoll. They'll take their first charge timeout.
So, Ralph, let me ask you, because you've got this the info right in front of you. White Knoll right now, obviously undefeated region champs. They're going to be hosting, it looks like, Sumter next week, while Somerville is going to be hosting Carolina Forest. If you look at the upstate, and, I don't know if people realize this, I'm curious about the Dutch Fork game, and Dutch Fork is actually losing.
They are. Right now, Hannah is defeating them. It's in the fourth quarter. It's 28-24, Hannah. And that game is at Hannah in Anderson, South Carolina. So I don't know how much time is left in that game, but I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to cry a tear for Dutch Fork if they lose.
Well, the thing about it is the fact that Dutch Fork and White Knoll are both in the same region. White Knoll beat Dutch Fork earlier this year, and that with the way they do the seeding in the playoff, it would actually be possible that White Knoll would play Dutch Fork again in the state championship.
That would be interesting.
Unless T.L. Hannah holds on to that lead right there. But that's an interesting fact is that with the quarterback being out for most of the season for Dutch Fork, you could actually see White Knoll play Dutch Fork for the state championship.
Imagine that. That's like Fort and Somerville facing off for the state title. Yeah. That's just unbelievable.
That's crazy, just the way it happens with the playoff bracket.
2nd and 4 for White Knoll from the 50 coming up. Snap's going to be a pitch out to the outside. That's number 10, Jaden Kimball. He's going to gain the edge towards the sideline, breaking through a tackle. Still on his feet, gets through a second tackle. He's going to get inside the Patriot 30, and that's going to be a first down for Kimball and the Timberwolves.
Wolves putting another drive together here in the second half. And with a 40-point lead, the next points that they score, I think, would result in the running clock against the Patriots.
If they even got a safety, it would be and he had 2 points, and it's going to be running clock. It's 42 points, and it's running clock. 1:40 left in this third quarter. First down, Timberwolves. Again, Kimball with a run going to the left side. This time the Patriot defense are going to step in and stop him. Looks like a gain of roughly 1, maybe 2 to the, looks like 23, maybe 24-yard line. So 2nd and 8 coming up for the Timberwolves at the Patriot. Looks like about the 24-yard line. I'll get to y'all's comments in just a few seconds. I'm sure I'm going to have a few minutes to talk about it here in just a second. We're coming up on 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Yeah, you might be glad that I'm here with you, Ralph, for a little conversation in the fourth quarter. Buddy, so.
Absolutely. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been really nice because having somebody else up here, I can kind of feed off with you. I think it's been a great broadcast so far. It's not the score we've been wanting for sure. It's gonna be a run up the middle by Sean Evans, kind of a heavier package coming in for White Knoll. Gain looks like roughly 1. You might start seeing some backups coming in for White Knoll here in just a second.
You've already actually been seeing some backups in on the Fort Dorchester defense, and getting these guys some valuable playing time in the postseason. You're already looking towards next year a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you might as well get to see what you got so far because pretty much the result is not in question at this point. Under 30 seconds left in this third quarter. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Timberwolves. They're 1 of 5 on third down. Quarterback driving back. Thrown over the middle. That's going to be broken up by the Patriots. Number 21, Jalen Hamilton breaking up that pass. Intended for C.J. Earl, so 4th down coming up. So will White Knoll attempt a field goal possibly here? And actually, the kicker's coming on, so they're going to attempt a field goal. This is going to be about a 38-yarder field goal, I believe? Yep, 38-yard field goal. So 13.2 left in the third. Timberwolves attempting a 38-yard field goal. Here's a snap. Kick is on its way. Line drive kick. And I believe he got it, and It is good. 38-yard field goal by Aguilera. And it is good. It makes the score now with 7 seconds left in the third quarter. White Knoll extends the lead to 50-7. And that's going to run off the end, the last 8 seconds of this third quarter. And that is going to do for this quarter. We're through 3. White Knoll 50, Fort Dorchester 7.
Yeah, I think they just started the running clock right after that field goal went through the uprights.
They stopped it for a second, and it's like, well, let's go ahead and start running it. All right, let's see if we can get a couple of chat messages. Sorry if I get a little bit behind here.
What do they have to say out there?
Oh, let's see here. Gee, wait, I'm spoiled. I expect us to be fighting in the championship every year. We have been pretty spoiled. Fort last year, great season going to the state finals, playing a tough Dutch Fork team in a game that the Patriots were definitely in until that roughing the punter penalty when Patriots were down 1 possession trying to get back to tie that game. That was a big moment in that game, unfortunately. Defense got us at 22. Tough night. Still ticks me off. I'm with you, sir. Out here in Nevada, they told Bishop Gorman that they can't compete in the state playoffs anymore since they are a private school and playing a national schedule before this season. They won 10 straight state championships. I'll take a couple of those in a row. I mean, I'm not gonna be too greedy. Is 10 too much to be greedy on that, Richard?
Well, I'll tell you, the last 15 years of Fort Dorchester football has just been something to enjoy like crazy. Even though we only had 1 state championship, making it to another one, it's just been what a great run. And this season, again, stepping into a tough situation, 6-3, making it the second round.
Absolutely. Kick fielded off by number 2, Monty Johnson, trying to go to the right side. He's going to be stood up by several times. Now still on his feet, fighting through a few more tackles. And that's the kind of fight you like to see, even though you're being dominated tonight, but you still got the fight in you. So that's going to get to roughly looks like they're going to give him the 40 or 30-yard line. Patriots set up first down. The clock is running. Well, now it's actually stopped. It was running a minute ago. Let's see if they'll get it back going again. It's going to be a earlier evening than we thought it was going to be, Richard.
Well, I don't ever remember the clock being running with Fort Dorchester on the downside of that. I don't know if that's ever happened in the program's history.
Not that I can think of. I don't know when those clock rules are initiated. I know this year it's been like that. I don't know about last year, but clock now running. Riffer back in at quarterback. Here's a snap, handoff to Davion, trying to go left side. He runs into the line. Looks like he's going to gain 1, possibly 2. So Riffer back in tonight.
And Davion playing his last quarter as a Fort Dorchester Patriots with over 1,000 yards for the season. So they're going to let him run this ball quite a bit, I have a feeling, just so he can make sure he has that to take with him for the rest of his career. What a career at Fort Dorchester, too.
Class of 22 says White Knoll won't beat Somerville. G. Waite says I can never, and I emphasize never, pull for Somerville. I can concurrently agree to that, sir. Absolutely.
Well, let's see if they get to that, because White Knoll would have to beat Sumter and Somerville had to beat Carolina Forest.
We'll get that score in just a minute. Again, Brunford Brown going to right side, making one miss, getting past the 45 into White Knoll territory, roughly at the 48-yard line. One of his best runs of the night. No quit for Davion. He's still ready to play.
Yeah, this is a testament to Davion Brown right here.
It's just been just a privilege watching him play. He's one of the guys I really enjoy watching play night in and night out every Friday for the Fort. So one of his best runs of the night. Let's see if we can get rewarded with a little bit of pay dirt and make them stop that clock. 1st and 10 Patriots at the White Knoll 48. Brown in the backfield, play clock at 10. Riffer behind center. Brown moving to the right of Riffer. Play clock at 4. Got to get a play off. Here's the snap. Riffer looking near side, downfield. Now he's going to air one out. It's going to be underthrown and intercepted. Intended for Multi Snyder, but Riffer is picked off again by number 3, Caleb Geronimi, with the interception. And Riffer, again, now I believe he's now 0 for 2 or 0 for 3 with 2 picks. So more completions to the defense than the offense.
Yeah, and most of those picks were underthrown.
It was an underthrow. He had him downfield. If he could lead him, he probably had him for 6, but an underthrown ball. It is a cool evening out there, but, the other team's not had a problem throwing that ball at all. 9:41 left, clock running, so this one will be wrapping up pretty soon. See if we can get a couple other scores real quick.
Hopefully the Patriots are just, taking this time to sort of soak it the entire season. I know it's so hard to lose when you're down by this big a score, but, with this being the last game of the year and for the seniors, the last time they put that uniform on.
4th quarter, Dutch Fork has retaken the lead 31-28 on Hannah. Going to be a snap, runs up the middle. Looks like some of the backups coming in now. That's Javon Griffin coming in for Timberwolves. He'll get a pretty healthy gain of about, looks like 4. 2nd down. Oh, no, maybe not. I'm sorry, he did not. He gained a couple. I apologize. Advantage points a little lower than usual, so gets out to the 20, 2nd down.
So White Knoll going to be hosting Sumter next week, and Somerville going to be hosting Carolina Forest next week.
Sumter is up 20-6 in the 3rd quarter. That's the last update I have on Stratford. That might be a little bit behind. Going to be a run to the right side. That's number 14, Javon Griffin again. He's going to get close to a first down. He's past the the Timberwolves 25 to the 26.
So who would host between White Knoll and Somerville?
If they get to that point of the bracket, they're both number 1s. It goes to White Knoll. White Knoll will have to. White Knoll will be a host because at that point, since they're both number 1s, it's determined by the bracket. White Knoll will be hosting Somerville here.
Okay, if it gets to that point.
That's in 2 weeks.
Yep.
3rd down and 3 for the Timberwolves. Run going straight up the middle, running into that Patriot line. That's number 44, Sean Evans, big hefty running back.
Timberwolves got a lot of backups in, and so do the Patriots.
Yes, they do. Some of the seniors still in, it looks like, for the Fort. Marcus Moon among some of the seniors still out there fighting along with the Fort. Checking in now for the Patriots. Robert Green, another senior, coming back into the game. Being a former student athlete in high school, my career ended in the lower state finals in a game 2 where we lost to Richland Northeast. That's a
You remember that?
I do remember that.
Yep.
It's a tough feeling. You know, your career's over. The 4 years are a blur. It's been some of the best times, you know, as a player, but being, you know, it's still involved in the program is also fantastic. And in the way helping out with the program, with the radio broadcast and the PA, we've got a flag on the play, and correction, we do not. It was a 4th and 3, a punt about to happen. We have a timeout, Timberwolves. So one of the few times the clock will stop, they'll have one timeout remaining. Patriots also with one timeout.
You know, and one thing Fort Dorchester has, we've become, I mean, just to do a little hypothetical here, but Fort Dorchester has become very familiar with Dutch Fork over the years, sort of our nemesis, and the irony that there is a chance that White Knoll could play Dutch Fork in the state championship, which would be a heck of a rematch because White Knoll took them down and the Dutch Fork did not have their quarterback. And so that's going to be something to watch in the coming weeks to see if that develops. Of course, Somerville is going to have a lot to say about that, so we'll see.
You know, the Green Wave have been pretty stout. You know, obviously, you know, we're not big fans of them, but, you know, you've got to give them their due. They have just been also a machine as well. They've played extremely well. They took care, you know, they defeated the Patriots, you know, relatively easily late because a lot of scoring ended up happening late in that game, but that was a close game for a while, but unfortunately too much for the Green Wave.
You give Ian Rafferty props for what he's done this year with the Green Wave.
Former Patriot coach also, but he's also a Green Wave alum. He's done a great job over there. Low snap, going to be punted away. Good punt. Muhammad is going to fair catch it. He fumbled it, but luckily got it back. Patriots will set up first down at their own 41, so one of their better field positions to start tonight.
And the clock keeps running like the sands through the hourglass. It just keeps on running.
Well, the days of our lives have not been very good tonight.
Yeah, there's not a single Patriot that you would have talked to earlier today or earlier this week that could have foreseen a 50-7 score in the fourth quarter.
No, there's
no way.
There's really no way to sugarcoat it. I mean, White Knoll has been by far the better team in every aspect. You've just got to tip your cap and move on for the fort. You know, I would say a very successful season for interim coach Josh Smith.
Yes.
Coming a tough situation. You took on a team in Georgia that was really good. You lost to Gaffney, and Somerville's your only loss. This is going to be your other loss. 3 of those losses are really, actually all 4 are really good teams.
Yes.
First down, Patriots run going up to the left side. Actually, that's a pretty healthy run. I'm trying to see if that's Davion, or I couldn't see who that is. And that was Davion, so a good, healthy run for Davion, who gets to the Patriot 46, a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. He's going to have to come off for a play. His helmet came off. Naz Ridley checking in.
Now, you bring up a good point. Patriots won the games that they should win, and the ones that they lost. I mean, Gaffney is a great program. Grayson, top 25 in the country, and then losing to Somerville, which is the top seed and won the region. So those are 3 great, tough teams losing, and then White Knoll, another region champ here. So.
Looking back at that Gaffney game, I look back to the numbers that game. Gaffney outgained the Patriots 2-1. I don't have the exact numbers, but I know that ratio was about 2-1 in offensive plays.
And yet it was a 48-40 game.
It was just Patriots got down 2 touchdowns and just really couldn't get back. You matched and then they score. You match again, they score. By the way, a run for, was that Ridley?
Yep, Naz Ridley
with a Stokes Mazda first down. Patriots
Another
senior. Yep, you're right. First down, Patriots at the White Knoll 48. Ridley still in the backfield with Riffer still at quarterback. Looks like we've got some backup wide receivers in now as well. Here's the snap. Going to hand off to Ridley, going straight up through the middle. Gets past the 45, close to the 40, still trucking along, and he's going to get a very healthy gain. Looks like to the White Knoll 39. Let's see if they give him enough for a first down. He'll gain 9, so it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Patriots. Barry now coming off the field. Patriots now with some backups. Actually, that's a number I don't have on my roster, so I couldn't tell you who that is on the far side for the fort. Keyshawn White checking in as well. Snyder on the near side. Ridley, nope, that's Davion back in it, running back behind Riffer. Here's the snap, handoff to Brown. He is hitting the backfield, but still trucking along. Breaks through 2 tackles and a third. Still trucking along, and he's going to get a Stokes Mazda first down.
That is what a prototypical Davion Brown run. He got hit in the backfield, spun out of it, picked up enough yard to get the first down. That is a perfect example of Davion Brown.
If you want a video highlight of him right his entire career, just show that one right there. In a game, you're getting killed, but you know what? You're still trucking along. Guess what? I'm going to still spin and get away from 3 tackles, and I'm going to get a first down.
He's going to be tired and sore tomorrow.
Cameron Maxwell in the backfield now with Riffer. Junior running back. Another 5'5", a $180. Snap from Ripper heading off to Maxwell. He's going to run right into that line. Hopefully don't get anybody rolled up on right there. Good tackle for White Knoll. Cornell Rice with the tackle. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9 coming up.
I think it is worth mentioning that, Ryan Campbell, who is a sophomore, we're not really sure what his future is with the Patriot program. I know there was a lot of expectations of what he could be doing over the next couple of years, but I think there's a lot of uncertainty going forward with him and the Patriots right now.
That's definitely a loss tonight that the Patriots really could have used him, and he is not available tonight. And I don't want to speculate anything, but he's just not available. I don't know if it's disciplinary or injury, but just not available.
Well, and he's somebody, by the way, that, Phil Kornblut and David Shelton, who cover high school football in the state of South Carolina, were saying that that's somebody in the next couple of years was really going to be putting some major yards on the field. And so we'll just have to see.
Cameron Maxwell with a good run right there, gain of about 5. It's going to bring up 3rd down at about 4. 2:40 left in this game. Clock is continuing to run. Well, Richard, it's not the result we're going to want tonight, but I'll tell you right now, I'd say again, we've said it earlier, it's been a successful season for the most, I would say really for the most part.
Considering how turbulent the offseason was, and then coming into this with a lot of uncertainty, I mean, yes, 6-3 and making it to the second round of the playoffs.
I'll take that. Maxwell again with a run up the middle, bust through the hole, and a 1st down. He's going to be into the Rosington Law Office's red zone, and that's a Stokes Mazda 1st down Patriots.
Great to get these players some playing time in the playoffs and the postseason.
Gives you good confidence going into next year. You come into a game, a playoff game, you're playing a really good team, even though the other team may have some backups in, but you know what? You on the stat sheet, they don't care about that. You get your own yards and get yours, buddy. 1st down, Patriots. See if the Patriots can put another touchdown on the board. 1st down at the White Knoll 15-yard line, just under 2 minutes left. Clock is continuing to run. Let's see if we can stop it. Maxwell going to be again with the run. Breaks through 1 tackle. He gets close to the 10. He's going to be brought down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
And you know what you're seeing also on the Fort Dorchester sideline? You see some players kind of hugging and embracing each other, sort of the realization this is the last time they're going to be together as a team, and last time they'll put that uniform on for seniors, and so you can see some of it setting in now.
I'm still friends with a lot of guys I played baseball with, and it's always nice to reminisce about these moments. Unfortunately, your season ends with a loss, but you take away the memories of the years you played and all the sacrifices. It's not the result you want, but you know what? These are memories you're going to cherish for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
Good run from Maxwell. Trying to get through 1 tackle. Looks like he's going to lose. Looks like he's going to lose about 6 as we're under a minute left in this 2023 Patriot football season. 3rd down and about 6 for the Patriots coming up. If you hurry up, you can get 2 plays off. I'd love to see him get at least 2 more plays off. I don't want to end the season right here. Let's see if we can put some more points on the board. Ripper trying to get the play in. He's going to have to run at least 1 play. About a 13-second difference, play clock to game clock. They are taking their time. 15 on the play clock. 3rd down and 6. Maxwell in the back, or Ridley in the backfield. Dropping back. Ripper's going to throw far side. It's going to be incomplete. And that is going to do it for this game. Intended for Jalen Berry. Final seconds, clock ticking off for this 2023 season. Under 10 seconds. Let's see if the Patriots can get 1 more play off. I don't think they're going to do it. They can't get a ball in time, and that's going to be it. Well, Richard, it's been a pleasure this season. You've done a great job with Patriot football at Bagwell Stadium. Unfortunately for the Patriots, our season will come to an end tonight with a 50-7 defeat here at White Knoll High School in Lexington.
Well, first of all, I think what you're doing with this broadcast, and can we say thank you to Joe Grammer and everybody with PEARLtvsc, because they've been carrying this, simulcasting this broadcast. But what you've been doing is such a great addition to Fort Dorchester football. It is so cool, and I know it's a passion project for you, and it adds another dimension to Fort Dorchester football. It's so cool. And so now White Knoll hosting Somerville hosting Carolina Forest next week in the lower state, and Fort Dorchester is going to end the season with a record of 7-4. And Coach Smith taking over after the departure of Steve LaPratt, and it's been a good season for Patriot football. A tough way to end 50-7. And Ralph, this has been an absolute blast to hang out with you and do this broadcast, man.
Well,
I can get used to this.
You know what? I'll tell you right now, the dynamic we got going on here, this has been by far the best broadcast. It's unfortunately the score is what we did not want and did not expect tonight. But this has been a lot of fun all season with you guys. and everything. And it's been a pleasure and just a privilege to do this. And everyone who's tuning in, again, I just started this on a whim with baseball. And I was like, why not try football and see what happens? And each week I think it's gotten better. It's gotten more popular. Obviously, we want people to come out and support us at Bagwell Stadium, Steve Pratt Field. But when we're on the road, you can't make the game. Tune in, hang out, still stay up to date with Patriot football.
Anybody who's out there listening, whether it's on PEARLtvsc or whether it's on Mixler with your broadcast, spread the word. Tell everybody. Patriot football is being broadcast with Ralph Nolan, and it's a really cool new thing for Fort Dorchester football. And, we're looking towards the 2024 season after the end of this season. But, man, it's been a real honor and pleasure, a thrill, man, to sit here. And it was great to talk to Coach LaPratt at halftime, and it was really great to do this game with you, man. So.
Well, the honor is all mine, sir. It's always fun football season hanging out with you and spending time with you guys at the stadium. Let's go ahead and try to get up with some of these scores real quick before we sign off. Waiting for an update now from the website if it wants to take its time, and it will. Fourth quarter, Somerville all over Berkeley, 34-14. I think we could probably pretty much call that a final. Sumter and Stratford, the last update I am getting, it's still saying 20-6 in the third quarter. So I don't know what's going on with that game tonight. Unfortunately, that's the only update. Again, people are updating this on their apps or on their own phones. So that's what we've got in that score. Sumter, Stratford, I guess we just said that, 20-6. Hillcrest and Burns are in fourth quarter tied at 24. Let's see if we can get
Hillcrest coached by Bennett Swigert, his former Somerville quarterback. And I think we're going to see Fort Dorchester maybe playing some games against Hillcrest. Actually, Coach Smith has hinted to me that he's looking to do maybe a home and away series against them because of Bennett Swigert and the relationship they have. So.
Well, that'll be fun for me trying to get time off to get up to the upstate to do that. FedEx Express, I need you to help me out, guys. By the way, thank you for some of my coworkers. If some of you are listening tonight, by the way, thank you for helping me out, allowing me to make this game tonight. I'll try to get the Dutch Fork score. For some reason, I cannot find that right now. Well, unfortunately, I can't seem to find that score, so this website kind of failing me a little bit here right now because I'm getting a lot of 3A scores and scores from last week, so unfortunately, I can't get that score right now. I know the last time I saw it, Dutch Fork had just taken the lead. I think it was 31-28. So we'll take one more look and see if we can find it. If we can't, I think we're just going to call it a night because we've got a 2-hour drive to head home. So actually, let's see, Gaffney up 24-6 on Clover. And I think that let's see if we can search them real quick because I really want to know.
Well, I know we're going to be following this the next few weeks to see what happens with Somerville's season and what happens with White Knoll and Dutch Fork and Fort Dorchester again. 2023 season, a season that started out with so much turbulence in the off season with the departure of Steve Pratt and coming to an end here 50-7. It's good, and the state of South Carolina looks at the score and I think it shows you that White Knoll's for real. This is the best season they've had in school history, and they're for real, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with them.
They've made me believers tonight by far, and we actually got that score now. Dutch Fork looks like they're going to take down Hannah. 39-23 in the fourth quarter. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for Patriot football for this broadcast. We'd like to thank everybody involved with the broadcast. Thank you for Richard for being with me tonight because it's just been a lot of fun with you.
Yes, it has.
G-Wait, class of 22. Really appreciate the follows and the comments tonight. Great broadcast tonight. We want you calling video. Unfortunately, video is probably not going to happen. It's just a lot easier for me in my internet capacity. Because really, I'll tell you, the most important thing about the broadcast is actually my phone. That's actually the part that broadcasts the signal out. And it's just a lot more involved with video. Maybe down the line, but for right now, I love doing the audio. By the way, class of 22 says hats off to the seniors. Keep broadcasting, guys. Really good. Thanks. We really appreciate all this. From all Bucks fans says great season for the Patriots. Class of 22 says going to post it everywhere. Really appreciate it. Just get the word out.
Yep.
Baseball season will be coming up. I did 24 of 27 games last year. The Patriots last year going 9-18, 2-7 in region. So hopefully the Patriots this season with the new head coach, new staff, new everything, new things going on the field. If you're a fan of Patriot baseball, the whole infield has been resodded, redone. There's a lot of big things coming down the pipeline with Patriot baseball that I am absolutely stoked and excited for. I bleed for Patriots athletics, but especially Patriot baseball because I was a former player, all region, all low country coach and everything. I'm not going to put my resume out there, but I bleed for Patriot baseball and Patriot athletics. So looking forward to Coach Hasselbeck to see what they got going on this season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to wrap it up. I've got a lot of equipment to try to take down. We've got a 2-hour drive heading home. I think some Waffle House is sounding amazing right
some
now.
Hash brown, scattered, smothered, covered, chunked, and topped with the best cheese omelet around. We're looking forward to that. And Ralph, again, great job, and really, really cool to hang out with you and do this.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, follow us for next year. We'll definitely be back with Patriot football next fall. Already looking forward to that season. For the entire staff, Fort Chester, coaches, trainers, the athletic director, everybody. For Richard, I'm Ralph Dolan. We're signing off for this season. Patriot football 2023 has come to a conclusion. A successful season in interim Coach Smith's season this year. That's going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the college football and the pro football. Have a great Thanksgiving.